try to play my part. My lies memorized in my heart.
see her walking down the boulevard. She got the posture of a superstar. She looks so fly in those Gucci slides. Yeah, yeah, I wonder what she hides under her disguise. Yeah, 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 yeah. And all the girls around the world, they wanna be it. And all they do just tryna score like it's fever. She lives a double life, puts on a show. What's under the subtle smile, we'll never know. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her.
Let me paint a picture. I see they don't understand. Feeling like Picasso. She brushing against my hands. Seen you from around the way. You didn't give me the time of day. You be making moves that, yeah, who really care what's bad things, girl, I had to look past that. Call yourself a dime, I'm just trying to get my cash back. You be looking fine, so no wonder they can't match that. Louis V scarf, or I'm chilling with a dad hat. Whoa, slow it down like that. Just hold me down like that. Yeah.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her. She's a Mona Lisa.
There's something about the way that you understand. We don't need a rush and we don't need to make no plan. You say, pace yourself, slow it down. And I don't want to waste my days with no one else. I love how it feels. Killing time, you and I. Hours, minutes, days and nights. Trading all of our deadlines for conversations over wine. Killing time, you and I. In this moment we're alive. Infatuated with your eyes and the way they look at mine when we're killing time.
Hello there, hello there, hello there, YouTubes, Twitches, all of that shit. I am Kevin Logan, from the land of no hope and no glory. And joining me, as ever, it would not be a happy hour without her. It's Deutschland, Deutschland, Boober Alles. It's Dr. Kristi Winters.
Well, hello, Kev. I was watching the intro and thinking the pig is still the best part about that intro.
It is awesome.
It is.
Who doesn't love a
really
baby
good.
pig on a ball?
With a ticket in its mouth because
I
it was
know.
going through the rail station.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how you been, Kev?
I've been well. How have you been?
I too have been well.
Good.
Well, that's taken care of. So, what are we doing for the show tonight?
We're doing a thing with there was Vaush versus
Vaush versus Kraut.
Kraut,
Now, is everyone in the chat gonna know?
I can't show Vaush on Twitch. Okay. How do I get around that, everyone?
Well, we can just we don't have to actually play it. Can't we just bring up either the thumbnail or the video still?
No. We have to play it. If that means
Wow.
I have to fucking kick Twitch, then it's just going to have to happen.
Or we could just show Rory Cats over and over and over again while we talk about it.
No. I'm going to see if there's a technological solution. If not, then I'm going to have to say goodnight to Twitch.
Can you put it up, but put one of your nightmare fuel images over Vaush's face?
Yeah, is it just a face thing, or can I not? Can I not? Can I not even list? Can his voice not go onto it? I don't know.
I think his voice.
I have
too,
to
maybe.
stop the stream on Twitch. Oh, okay. I'll how do I do that?
Oh, well, give everyone a chance to come over to the YouTube channel.
Yeah, if you're on Twitch, go to the YouTube channel because I'm about to
Can you paste the link for him in your chat?
try and do a thing. Hang on, I can.
We'll bring you over.
Boop. Usually I'm trying to get my YouTube people over to Twitch, but you know.
Worst episode ever.
Oh God, yeah, absolutely. There you go. It's in the Twitch chat. And thank you, by the way, to Lichines for following me on Twitch and Navigator for subscribing 5 months. We're halfway to a stream, baby. More Rory Cats. I agree. How do
I did try.
How do I end the stream on Twitch then? How do I do that, everyone? How do I do that?
Maybe on StreamKey, because they have the 2 separate channels.
Oh, you mean Restream?
Yeah, Restream. Are you doing it through Restream?
I am. Let's have a look. If I turn...
Twitch off?
Hang on a second.
We're all going to learn. We're making a tutorial.
Exactly. I should probably have checked this out before, but you know, there you go. So if I turn that off,
by the way,
please
Nathan
restart your broadcast to apply the changes.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't. Well, I can't restart the broadcast, can I? Because then it'll be a different fucking broadcast, you dipshits.
Huh?
I don't know. How about if I just kick you over to someone else on there? I'll just raid a different channel. You can go check out Lumiru. There we go.
Ah, there's a solution.
Apologies to the 13 people. Before I raid out, everyone, firstly, thank you for coming to this very, very short broadcast here on twitch.tv/KFLogan1875. But
it's done. Oh, right now. Sorry.
I know this bit. Anyway, okay. Go over to the channel. I'll put a key there into the YouTube, and you can go and follow me there. God, I'm good at the language. Bye.
Why would they have a countdown to raid now if you could just hold off on raiding now and just have it go raid when it goes active?
So you can do your outro. It gives you like a brief window to do the outro that might be 2 seconds or might be 10 seconds. Yeah,
but you could just not do it until you're done.
That's what I would reckon, but it's a thing.
Alright, sorry, this is a boring conversation.
I don't know. Anyway, we're just on YouTube. Hello, YouTube.
Hello.
The one I'm not getting paid on. Hello. I'm only joking. Well, no, I'm not joking. It's true. And if you want to rectify that situation, streamlabs.com/KFLogan1875. It's a thing you can do. It's linked below. You can get a super chat in.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful
thing. And also, someone, I think Haruk in the chat, notes that you can now say virgin.
I can say virgin, simp, incel, all of the words. All of the naughty no-no words.
Yeah, don't you feel liberated?
Don't
you feel freer?
I do, you fucking simp. See what I did? I called Kristi a simp. It's not true, but I said it anyway, because I can.
Is simp now can anyone simp? Or is this still a highly gendered?
I think you can. It's like stanning.
Is it a
basically.
verb now?
I think you can. Yeah. Anyone can do it, can't they?
Went from noun to verb.
Yeah, indeed. Anyway, as you can see on the screen, I did a proper meme. This is my meme. It's a meme from me, and it's a proper one.
Is it referring to anyone in particular?
Well, I believe I tagged it in on YouTube as classicalliberal.jpg.
Okay. Right. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah. Okay, I put all those words together and got the meaning, which is how language is supposed to work, but for some reason I got distracted by the picture. Anyway.
You're right to get distracted by the picture. Anyway.
Yes.
So, we're only 7 minutes in and we've done nothing.
Hurrah! Well, usually it's 20. So
usually it's 20, and yeah. Anyway.
We're really knocking it down.
This is fucking dreadful. Why are any of you here? I mean, I should blame myself for being so unprofessional, but I blame you for encouraging this nonsense. You shouldn't be here. You should be watching someone good at this.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yes. So, Vaush and Kraut. That was a thing.
Yeah. You want to give, he announced it. Well, I guess they said on the stream that they've been talking for about a month.
They've been talking for a while. But,
yeah, oh, yes.
But there wasn't, advertised that this was going to happen. Vaush had been talking about Shoe on Head, because she'd gone to the Capitol Hill riot. She didn't go to the riot. She went to film stuff, not knowing there was going to be a riot necessarily, or not knowing there was going to be an insurrection. Even, and film some people. And it was interesting to a degree. Thank you, I'll get to that in a second. It was interesting to a degree just on the basis that it's documentation of people that were at a genuinely historic event in American modern history.
Yeah, I think all footage there has potential for being worthy of, providing some information or examples. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, so there was that, although I felt it was a little bit too sympathetic towards the Trump people and the general tone of the video, but whatever, it doesn't...
Oh, Shu being sympathetic toward Trump people.
I know. And so that was sort of one of the topics of discussion. Hang on, it's 134 I want, not 143. My, aren't I a silly sausage?
Oh my gosh, I only saw the Kraut section. I didn't watch all 5 hours. Did you watch all 5 hours of this?
No.
Oh.
No, I watched about 3 hours and I caught the Kraut bit. Then he started playing a video game and I went, fuck this, I'm going to bed.
Right. Fair enough. By the way, I did watch this section with Kraut in it all the way through, but unlike Kevin, who had to sit through it live, I was able to speed it up to 2x. Which when Vaush does his like moves in his shoulders at the start of it, he looks like he's dancing on my screen. I don't know if he's trying to dance, but it just looked very funny. Also, when he rants in 2x, it's also kind of hilarious. So
yes,
yeah, and it took half the time.
Indeed. So anyway, shall we get to it?
Oh yes. Right, so they're gonna have a discussion, I guess.
Yeah.
On air.
Indeed. Yeah, Kraut pops on.
We should tell people who Kraut is.
Oh, he's got 2 penises?
That's not technically true. He's got 2 halves.
He's got 2 bits of penis.
No, that's I think he said it got fixed, obviously.
Yeah, no, he's
the whole stitch popping.
Yeah, he's an odd guy. He's a German, which well, technically Austrian, I believe, but that's a vexed historical slip of the tongue there. Anyway.
Yes, I think he's Austrian.
I believe he's Austrian, but he speaks in like a kind of weird German English accent. I think he's lived part of his life in Britain. I don't know if he has British citizenship or something, but
also when they learned English, also back in the day a lot, it was British English, not American English accents. So, but he definitely, I think he has a very RP accent.
It does. It's quite weird, yeah. But you can tell there's German in there. Although, actually, it reminds me of Gabriele Marcotti, the fantastic Italian football/soccer journalist who speaks like an American because he learned to speak English from like American TV and movies initially.
Oh.
So he's like quite an American. He genuinely sounds American when he speaks English.
I've got a friend. Nachi, I think I've mentioned him a couple times. First time I met him, I asked him if he was from California. And he's like, no, I'm from India.
Oh, wow.
Like, no, your accent sounds like, also his demeanor was very surfer. It still is now. But yeah, it was, I was floored. He has a flawless, just sort of like West Coast accent.
Yeah.
Not a hint, except when he talks to his parents, then his accent gets stronger. Kind of like when I go Wisconsin. When I talk about Wisconsin thing.
Yeah, my father, my Irish father, he as opposed to my other father. Anyway, he when he gets angry or drunk, he becomes Irish to the point where Irish people would side-eye him as an Englishman pretending to be Irish. That's how fucking Irish he gets. So when he's angry and drunk, it's just I can't, even I, as a person who've literally known him all of my life, cannot pass the things he's saying. He's just ridiculous. Yeah. Anyway, so
Kraut's got a long and drama-filled history on.
He has.
This channel actually kicked off at the start of Krautgate.
This show did.
Middle of it. Yeah.
Yeah, this show did. I think our first or second show had Krautgate in the title. Anyway, yeah, he's a weird chap, got a long histories of like racist shit and stuff.
He's
flirting
anti-Nazi, but he's also Islamophobic
and quite anti-Semitic, which is ironic because he actually criticises Vaush for being anti-Semitic, which is an interesting playing both sides of the field, I suppose. Anyway, he's had connections to the far right in the past. He does occasionally flirt with not being that, but it's odd. And people may remember, if you're a long-time viewer of myself, one of my highlights of being on YouTube, one of the most bizarre streams I've ever been involved with, where I tried to mend fences with him. We'd fallen out over the years, having previously been on reasonably good terms. And I reached out to him and said, do you want to come on stream? We can hash some stuff out, maybe see if we can find some common ground and move on as amicable people. Yeah,
and we were also arguing with there was a big sort of like various individuals on YouTube had opinions about things on this issue, right?
Yeah,
what was going on?
Yeah, yes. There was a lot of hubbub about all of that. Mm-hmm. He came on, acted weirdly, then gave the stream invite to one Jeff Holiday, who's tried to, ironically, considering the discussion they have here, try to rebrand himself as not a complete cunt.
Yeah, and he was hating on both of us at the time.
Yes, I believe so. And was drunk beyond belief, and
Oh my gosh,
I
so
just
drunk.
sort of bitch slapped him about it for a couple of hours and then kicked him out. It was a lot of fun. Anyway,
It was a lot of fun, actually.
it was ludicrous amount of fun. Yeah, so that's a thing, and he's sort of floats in and out of YouTube now. I think he's quite jaded by the whole thing, and he's probably a little bit mentally unwell.
Well, he was drinking a lot, and I don't know that has changed at all.
Yeah, so
Because he had also gone on these sort of massive delete tweets and delete videos. He would get on stream drunk and do stupid things, and then he'd go back later and delete himself when he'd sobered up.
Well, yeah, and he used to tweet loads of dumb things, and then his at the time partner, I don't know if she's still around, but she used to like make him delete loads of stuff.
Yeah, she was looking out for him.
Yeah, look, to be fair, it was all good. It was all good advice. But yeah, so he's a weird guy who's got a long history, let's say, and of course he accidentally, whilst using an axe on some wood, cut his cock in half, lengthways, I believe.
He talked about this on a stream.
He also didn't he say he also had really badly bruised bollocks as well?
I don't remember that.
I just remember thinking, this is taking cock and bull torture to a frankly unhealthy level. This is really weird stuff.
I just remember how you kept cracking up over the morning wood part of it.
Because he got, like...
Don't say it, it's too painful.
It's grim. It's so grim. Anyway, so yeah. Anyway, the Bavarian bicock is he's back for more. He's not Bavarian, but whatever. Anyway.
Close enough.
Yeah, it's close. It's a bit of southern Germany, that'll do. Yeah.
Come on. Will you take my confession?
You know,
in this confession booth.
I really don't have the power to absolve people the way you were implying before.
But you did kind of run the PR campaign, don't you? I mean, that is basically what your brand is. A rebranding apparatus.
My brand is mostly debating people. I think that how many former skeptics have I talked to? Like 3, 4? We have Hunter wasn't a skeptic, but still. We have Josephine Matthias, Chris Raygun, but who beyond that? I mean, that can't be the entirety of my content.
And actually, it was interesting later on. We probably won't get to it. I've got some timestamps and stuff, but we probably won't get to it. He says of all of the people he's talked to, rehabilitating or whatever, Chris Raygun's the one he kind of regrets, which is interesting.
By thou words, they are now absolved of everything they've done. I mean, this is the reality of how it is perceived. Suddenly, they are now new people, leftists. I mean, I don't have as much of a problem with Chris Raygun, but
that's a surprise.
There are probably some people who do. But what gives you the authority to declare these people?
Why are you talking like that?
New people.
What? I'm not too.
Because it's in the morning.
I just talk with them.
Because it's in the morning.
Yeah, or 2 in the morning.
Weird. You're the one being weird.
We talked. So we talked. Hold on.
He does sound quite drunk, doesn't he?
I guess maybe because it was on 2X, I really didn't pick up on it. Maybe that was it. Because I was also relying pretty heavily on the captioned text to kind of keep me up with what they were saying. So yeah, I don't think I picked up. I'll have to listen now to see if he sounds like he's drunk. I'll listen.
He does sound a bit,
But we've heard him drunk before.
So for full
too.
context, we talked last night, and I'm interested because even though I think we had a decently civil convo like 2 years ago, you've gone from that to like shit.
So Kraut's opened up with some low-grade bands, which is always good.
Oh, it's very 2018, 2017.
Yeah, it's scraping several barrels.
Talking me relentlessly, and not just shit talking me, but calling me like a tanky, calling me like a pedophile and like a groomer, like really weird shit like that. And I don't know why.
I don't think I called you a pedophile.
Yeah, I've seen some of your tweets. You kind of implied it pretty heavily. I'd say.
Well, it is true that you sent some weird messages to random girls.
No,
I mean that is more like it's more funny than any
random girls. I was friends with girls who.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a weird. It's easy to become desensitized on the internet to like stuff, but it's just like, well, yeah, I didn't say you're a paedophile, but you are kind of a paedophile.
You enjoying that one, Kev?
It's just because it's so bizarre. Kraut, what the fuck are you do you ever have normal conversations, ever?
Yeah.
Honest
also,
to God.
I mean, this is like, I don't really have, I obviously, like, I'm going to probably agree with Vaush on a lot more things than I am with Kraut. But just as a stepping back kind of thing, if they've been talking for a while, why wouldn't he have brought this up in their discussions, like, while they were talking behind closed doors? Like,
well, Kraut's a bitch.
Right, but was he just sort of like setting him up to like come on my show and then I'm going to throw this in your face? Which maybe if he wasn't off his face, he would have responded to differently. But still, I just like I'm kind of like wondering what.
Well, no, it was no. Well, you can. It was Kraut because Kraut had been in the chat of the stream.
Oh right, okay,
like
yeah,
kind of goading, if that makes sense. So like Vaush just said, like, oh, I mean, obviously it's his job and stuff, so he was going to go, yeah, come on then.
Okay, all right. Because
that's the thing with Kraut. There's no way of him bringing. If you bring him onto your stream and you're even mildly competent as a human being, there's nothing you can't really lose. Because he's an idiot.
Yeah. So I guess again, because I only watched basically like from the start of their interactions to the end of their interactions, I missed the context that he sort of came in trolling. I thought he was invited on the show.
Well, he was invited in the show, I believe, in general, like if you want to come on and have a chat sometime or something. But then...
Yeah, but it wasn't like a scheduled thing.
No.
They didn't
but
have
before
a topic.
this, if you look, Vaush was looking at the shoe on head thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he was in the chat going, oh, you're trying to rehabilitate. Which, look, you can take whatever way. I think he's, to a degree, has been involved in rehabilitating her. Whether you think that's a good thing or a bad thing, whatever, but... Yeah, and then so Vaush was like, oh, come on the stream then. So I don't think he was like entrapping Kraut.
Right. Okay. That is good to know. Thank you for the context.
That's okay.
I acted creepy to like 4 years ago, but that's like a super out and about
that clip of you saying that this Sargon thing that male feminists are just out there to creep on women. That clip of you saying, yeah, that's true. I got so much pussy in university by telling. Well, that clip of you is out there.
Well, last time I checked, girls in college weren't underage?
I guess in theory you could be 17, graduate from high school, and like turn 18, but it's not very likely.
No.
And some people like go to like who are exceptional go to school at 16, but I don't think that's where Vaush was. Like I don't think that's yeah, no.
No, you said some weird shit about like child porn and stuff in the past, but I don't think he's an advocate. He's just a bit inarticulate.
Let's say it was a thought that seemed to be more about like ideological abstract coherence about a position on libertarianism than a real world thought of the consequences, and that's why sometimes we throw that kind of shit out the window because people get hurt.
I mean, there was a clip where I don't remember the specific context, but somebody said that guys are only feminists to get pussy, and I said afterwards, in a fairly jovial way, that actually, yes, being a feminist does make it easier to relate to women.
Just a meme.
I said it in a joking way, but I mean it. It's true.
He's drunk. He's definitely
drunk. Yeah.
It's just a meme. It's just a meme.
Kraut, what you doing? How are you spending your Thursday nights? You're in Vaush's stream, and then you get pulled out of the audience, and you're just slobbering on stage?
Yeah.
This is a bad idea. Yeah. This is a very bad idea.
Well, I've said this to Kraut before. He needs to leave the internet. Now, not only because I don't think he has anything of worth to say, but it can't be good for him, this. Constantly getting slapped around on the internet.
No, and he had disappeared for a while and just sort of like had someone else take over his Twitter account and try to focus on making videos from his perspective. But then he kind of like flares up, every once in a while like this. So,
cool.
I mean, I haven't heard from him from ages, like he hasn't been at a center of anything in a long time.
I think he's been doing longer form videos on like fairly boring shit. But yeah, that's...
Yeah, like I think there was one on like the Chinese economy when I went to check his channel to see how,
Tedious. Fucking tedious. Yeah. Anyway.
Women's issues does make it
please
easier.
Make the case to me. I would like to have that case now.
We've moved off the point a bit. But anyway,
how much has Shoe and Head joined? Yes, please add your narration to the soup. But how much? Please make the case, dear lawyer. How much has Shu and
Narration. Narration to the soup.
That I need a book title of that. I mean, that's just
Narration for the chicken soup soul. Ooh.
How much of a good person is she now? How much of a true leftist is she now?
So as I was saying, we can get to that, but as I was saying, last night I asked you why you were so antagonistic to me.
No, you got it right first time, Socialix. It's a lawyer for deer. That's what it is. Mainly grass eating the wrong grass type crimes.
what?
Being in possession of sharpened hooves. I don't know.
Because you're under the impression that my channel is about rehabilitating the image of people who you dislike.
Well, it's the same grift Sargon used to run 5 years ago. I used to be an SJW and I come to Sargon to confess my sins. And now you run that grift.
I run
It's pretty gross.
Okay.
Yes.
What is a grift?
Grift? Well, it's a modus of operation on the internet by which to succeed in building
for fuck's
a career. We all run
you
grift.
pseudo-intellectual twat. Look, it's a mode of operation. Oh, fuck off.
Grifts. All of us here are grifters. Everyone who makes money on YouTube is a grifter in their own way. I am
they're not.
What's the point of accusing people of being grift? No, a grift.
That's like completely wrong, by the way. Grifting is like a dishonest thing.
Yeah, it's basically a way to sidestep. I didn't really insult you. I'm just saying that we all do this. Therefore, I wasn't saying anything bad about you. It's actually sort of a way to try to get out of the situation.
Yeah.
Also to deflect from it. So, yeah. This is this is a mess.
There is when you say
just
things.
Specifying what your grift is.
A grift is when you lie for some sort of personal benefit. So if you believe
that is rich, that
lied in some way, I can address
the entire thing that you do is a lie. You run a PR campaign.
How about let's run it
someone.
point by point. You sound like Arch Warhammer right now, like you're doing the puffy British ramble. Like let's just hold on. So
that is how I speak, boy.
I've watched your videos. I know how you talk. Anyway,
and you've spoken to me, so you know how I talk.
Yeah,
you know that
do you want?
Not
should we like pull up the old video where you don't sound like a lunatic LARPer trying to sound like a British judge in a head wig? Like, why are you sounding like this?
I'm just amusing myself. I'm having fun.
I'm having fun as well, my good boy. Why don't we continue with both of us attempting this charade?
You should have fun.
Of course.
Now, please make the good case.
So I believe your understanding of the word grifter was inaccurate prior to this point. I'd like to correct you if I may.
Very funny.
If you believe that indeed a grifter is anyone who attempts...
This would have been more interesting if they would have kept that up the whole time.
It's a good double act. I'd watch this. Yeah.
To do anything to benefit their understanding, then
yes, sir, that
I do believe a grifter would be everyone on Earth.
And has redeemed herself in the eyes of everyone. Please make that case.
Okay, but you know grift doesn't mean what you're saying it's meaning, right? So we're all grifters. So you're a grifter.
Well, we can agree to disagree. Yes, we are all grifters.
Wait, can I Google?
We are all
grifters. Can Google settle it? Hold on. Actually, now that I think about it, the term grifter is like a very online term. I wonder if the definition actually wouldn't be. Hold on.
Well, then you shouldn't spend so much time online, boy.
A person who engages in petty or small-scale swindling.
What?
Yeah, that's more of an old-timey definition, I think.
Sorry. Fucking hell. Boy. What the fuck? It's Ebenezer Scrooge. What day is this, boy?
Boy.
But I stand by my description.
This is why I'm here. This is why I'm here. I would like to know why people who have a problem with shoes should let go because you tell them to.
I have never told anyone to let go of their antagonism.
But you are the one running the rebrand.
I'm not running anything.
You did, though.
Shoe's channel is like 5 times the size of mine. I don't have the ability to completely rehabilitate her
Do you
image.
think she would have continued growing if she hadn't come onto your stream to suddenly declare herself a leftist?
How powerful do you think I am?
I am not a leftist. I'm completely grossed out by it. I don't know. What do you mean power? Fundamentally, none of us here have any power. We're just idiots on the internet. That's fundamentally what we all are.
Her circulation of traffic is larger than mine. I don't have the ability. You just happen
to help her. You just happen to help her rebrand and escape responsibility.
She helped my analytics quite a bit more than I helped her.
Yeah, I was about to say that the other way round in terms of numbers, surely.
Probably, but I think there's also the issue of her audience changing too, like having her exposing her to people who wouldn't normally watch her.
Yeah, I
mean, that's not Kraut's argument, but that is a thing that happened.
Oh yeah, no doubt, absolutely. They were both useful for one another. Mm-hmm. Whether you want to view that in a cynical way or just a general YouTubey way is entirely your own judgment to make. I'm just laughing at two idiots. Well, no, I don't think Vaush is necessarily an idiot, but is happy to play into like the event, if that makes sense. But whatever.
Oh,
Christina, Sophia Christina Botha, who's very good, by the way, go and check her out, says, because us Jews know how a secret space laser, and I might get trigger happy. True.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
We've got more on Jewish space lasers coming up. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
And if you want to send a super chat through, you can do on streamlabs.com/KF Logan 1875.
1875.
Well, I'm clipping that.
It's a jingle for you.
Yeah, thank you.
You helped an exchange escape responsibility.
What? Wait, escape what? What did I escape? Or what did she escape?
She escaped being held to account by all the people who she screwed over, fucked over.
It all comes back down to Kraut.
I'm not your class action lawyer.
This is entirely Kraut getting his sort of airing his grievances.
Yeah, yes. I mean, there's a case to be made that she went ahead. I haven't seen her, like, if people want to tag me into stuff for her being actively anti-racist, but her never really kind of dealing with the radicalization of her own audience when they all stand her over the gorilla comment and defended her for years over that comment.
Okay.
So.
You have issues with her. You can talk to her. I'm not here to analyze her behavior.
Then why
based
would
on
you
your...
always constantly jump in and defend her?
I defend her against claims that I think are illegitimate. She defends me against claims she thinks are illegitimate.
Which claims are illegitimate?
Well, what claims are you making?
That she was a grifter, that she only changed.
Her drunk brain is not doing well.
You can hear the unoiled gears of his mind crunching.
Well, with the beer foam creaking.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, they're lubricated, just not with industrial grade, you know.
Opinions
it's
being left
70% proof.
Became profitable.
Do you have any evidence of that?
Nazi scum. Oh, I fucking tweeted the screen cap of
I've
seen
it before. Yeah,
defending the Gunt.
Yeah, Ethan Wright.
When he got banned for Holocaust.
The Gunt.
I think he liked saying that word.
It's a good word. It's an excellent word.
Now stream. When he ran an entire 1 year long fucking campaign of making my life miserable because I made videos against the Nazis 2 years before you were even here, boy.
Why?
Boy!
What is with this boy stuff?
Because he's LARPing as a Victorian gent.
But he's dropped that now. Now he just sounds like, like he's trying to LARP and he forgot.
Well, no, because his entire LARP is that, isn't it? It's just, he's being silly. Because he does speak with a more German accent usually. It's not usually this, like I say, it is kind of Ebenezer Scrooge type nonsense. Maybe he needs to be visited by the ghosts of dickhead past, dickhead present, and dickhead future.
I think you'd direct that.
I would make that film.
Yep.
I'm not fucking editing it though. I'm done with editing.
I'll edit it for you.
Thank you. You're good at it.
You talk like
you
that.
You do know that she spent a considerable time making people's lives miserable. And it's more...
Oh, by the way, yeah, that's why I wanted to butt in. It's because I mean, whether you think that anyone allied with Nazis, Kraut was spouting overtly Nazi bullshit about a solution to the Muslim problem and some really anti-Semitic memes and stuff.
Noted.
Yeah.
More than just me,
I'm familiar with all of
there
this.
is a guy, there is a guy who years ago falsely accused, I should say, of spreading child pornography. How do you think will this guy, I can't speak on his behalf, but have you ever considered in your bird brain
the issue.
how this guy might think about
Why you gotta go to insults?
So the issue is why should I trust anything you have to say when I know you lie about me? Like, why would I believe your characterization of anything that's happening?
Well, then don't. And let me ask you this. Why should I trust Shu's rebrand?
You don't have to. I'm not forcing you to do anything.
Why should I trust your rebrand of her?
Oh, by the way, when that pops, that's on Vaush's stream. That's not someone giving me money. That's his thing, anyway.
In defense of her, when she's dating a Nazi.
How is she? When is she dating a Nazi?
Oh, don't be so obtruse.
Oh, yeah, this is the new thing, isn't it? Well, the rumour is, and again, it's an internet rumour, so it could be total bollocks, I don't know. But the rumour is that she's dating a Nazi.
Now?
Now. But again, it's an internet thing, so I have no idea whether to trust a damn word of it. But
it's basically Twitter and, like, threads, various social media. Yeah.
Indeed.
I'll wait.
Yeah. It was Sophia again, sorry. With does Vaush identify as a boy? I think he's a gender abolitionist. I think so. Well, actually, I think the
I don't know. I thought he was against gender abolitionism.
I don't know.
I remember.
Yeah, I know he's.
I know. Did a clip on it?
It's he, him.
Very agitated.
He, him. Pronouns. But that doesn't necessarily mean they're for or against anything. But
yeah, I don't know his views well enough. I think I saw something once, but I can't remember clearly to try to.
I don't know either.
Mm-hmm.
People in your own community who found that out and posted it in your fucking subreddit.
I saw
the guy she went to the fucking Capitol riot with.
Is there any actual evidence?
I mean, what the? How much of a
wait. You realize how much misinformation spreads about me, right? People have been spreading.
We'll skip forward to 147. There's a nice sweary bit.
Because this here for drug Kraut, is that it?
Yeah.
Or is it Vaush?
Well, they both have a dig.
Right. Imply whatever you want to imply.
No, but you came here and you're like obsessed with shoot. Like you're presenting. Like you might as well give me a fucking Kiwi Farms link. Like
I am also
dude, look at it. Like this corroborates right here.
And all the other people who you've rebranded.
What do you mean rebranded?
Why
don't we focus on that accusation? So you can watch the videos where I talk to these people. Usually what I do is I bring up things they've done that are negative and I talk about them with them about those things. And like if I like them, I like
apparently
them.
She went to the again, just someone from the chat. Apparently she went to the Capitol with a woman.
This is all news to me.
So apparently it would be a Nazi girlfriend, if anything, then. Which would at least be interesting. Right. But I don't know. It's the internet, so I don't trust a fucking word they're saying.
Yeah.
No, I don't. What do you mean by rebrand? What should I have done? Tell me.
And I mean the people on not the person in the chat. I'm more than happy to accept that what you said is true, because generally my people are worthwhile human beings. Or people pretending to be cats.
You should have done nothing.
Not talk to them?
It is not your place.
It's not my
to forgive people. It is not your place to forgive people for what they did to others.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
It is not your place to do that.
So nobody should ever talk to anybody who anyone else ever thinks they've been wronged by.
Do you know what I did for most of 2019?
How can you talk to me? There are tons of people who think I've wronged them.
Do you know what I did throughout most of 2019? You obese little twat.
Yeah, because you were in my DMs.
You obese little twat.
Oh, Kraut's lost it. I must have heard a different video because I don't recognize any of this.
Because you had it at 2 point speed, so you said,
yeah. How long does this go? Anyway, doesn't matter. Just this is so embarrassing.
Yeah, Kraut needs to just stop. Although to be fair, we've been saying that to him for 5 fucking years now, and he's not going to listen.
Yeah.
That fucking year, I spent.
You were in my DMs asking for my help in rebranding your image.
Twat. I spent most of that time reflecting, and I reached out to the people who I've hurt. I spent a
like you're doing right now
doing that.
By the way, he didn't reach out to me, you fucking ass.
Oh, okay, noted. Yeah, it's just he's yelling and insulting him in order for him to be quiet, so he can talk about what a good guy he is.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's. I mean, it's all pathetic, but there are specific nuggets of patheticness which stand out. Shut the fuck up, you fat twat. I am awesome.
I reached out to the people who I have heard. I reflected on the years that I spent in the
I just have to say, even if I had fucked you over,
so publicly, and I did so publicly, and then
even if I had fucked you over really bad in the past, the
shtick has to continue. That the anti-SJW stick has to continue. That this entire way of making content, of this nasty response, talking over, screaming, bitchy shit that people like Warski and...
Yeah, I was about to say, you just said, shut up, you fat twat, and then rambled about how great you were. Like, that's... Okay.
Sargon started. Yeah, you basically just rebranded the anti-SJW style of making videos.
How?
That is what you did.
What? How?
Because that is how you make content.
Wait, how? By going over videos?
Yeah. You don't do anything. You don't do anything. All you do is...
hang on, there's a thing in the corner there. I'm going to make it bigger.
Oh, that's what he said.
Yeah. Hey. No, there's I believe the fans introduced it. It's a poll. It says, what should Vaush do? 1, hang up on Kraut. 2, continue in good faith. 3, fuck it, there's nothing more to be done. Just meme it up. And 4, shut up and just let him make an ass of himself. So far, one, which is hang up on Kraut, is winning.
It's just ramble. You turn on a microphone and you ramble.
Dude, who's rambling more in this conversation?
Oh, meme it up, streaks into the lead.
I make videos.
Of course.
Wait, I do
research,
too?
I sit down,
what
I
do you
write.
So wait, to ramble on a video is to borrow Sargon's shtick.
No, you continue Sargon's shtick.
Oh, because he copyrighted rambling?
Meme it up 1.
What about Sam Cedar? Is he also a Sargon clone? He rambles like harder than me because he's a boomer.
Well, at least he seems...
I don't know if we're going to catch it, but he had to mute Kraut 2 or 3 times during it as well because he wouldn't shut up. But I'm going to skip forward just because this is funny because Fox Underhall. Anyway.
Okay. I don't know what this is, but all right.
In 2018.
Live streams? They're only getting bigger.
Live streams? What's that guy called again? The guy who's basically your version of V. Fuck, I always forget his name.
Like for Vendetta?
No, V, you know, Sargon's little ball washer. You have one
ball
of those
washer.
yourself.
I have many
what's
ball
his
washers.
Name? I know, but this one is particularly weird.
He's talking about Sanders.
Exactly. Sanderhall.
He's never actually walked on the ball side around. And it's clarifying for them.
Your little ball washer.
Good for you. And it's
sorry,
also the same kind of shit
pause. I was laughing too hard. What did Vaush say?
He's never actually washed my balls in real life.
Oh, okay. All right, got it. All right.
Yeah.
To do.
What is
picking random articles and rambling about them without actually reading them?
Wait, what article?
You do the same thing. You pick random articles, you pick random videos, you live stream your reaction to them. You don't seem to be reading them before you actually stream yourself.
Your issue is with live streaming.
Still does these hot take videos, picking random articles and random fucking wine aunts and whatever.
Your issue is just with live streaming.
It just continues. No, it is with this style of content, this cheap,
I think it's just live streaming that you have an issue with.
Bad style of content.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
No, I don't.
I'll give you the final credit on this. Can you think of a single video or issue that I have misrepresented or lied about or otherwise did a disservice to?
You have definitely did a disservice to Israel and the Middle Eastern conflict.
Wait, give me a perspective.
Jesus
wait, hold
fucking
on.
Christ.
Give me an argument that I've made that you disagree with.
You said that Israel should be glassed.
Yes.
I mean,
so,
fucking hell.
Hold on.
The extermination of half the world's Jewish population.
Hold on. So that
what
was
do
during.
you think will happen when you glass a country? That the people will just get up and run away?
Hold on. So first,
didn't you think this through?
Are you okay? So please hold on. First of all,
you always do this thing when you stream where you interrupt people and then insinuate that they are somehow not well.
Sorry, pause it. See, like, what's so sad about this is that Kraut thinks he's doing really well right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Kraut thinks he won.
He's in his element.
Yeah.
He's enjoying himself. He thinks he's winning this argument.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's really embarrassing. Yeah.
That is something that I'm doing a lot in this conversation, I'll admit. But hold on.
Yeah, yeah.
That was okay. So that
Are
was
you okay? It is rather dishonest.
I'm just gonna mute you. So that was from 2 years ago during a live stream where I was reading an article from a fascist who was justifying Palestinian deaths. And I made a hyperbolic comment like, America should stop sending bombs to Israel and start dropping them on them, or something like that. The idea that I ever actually advocated for any violence against the Israeli people as like a policy position or something I sincerely believed in is ridiculous. I think after that quote, I immediately downplayed it and said, I'm kidding, of course, that was hyperbolic, but you get the ban either way. The idea, so like,
okay.
Oh, the ban?
Yeah, that's why he's even on YouTube.
Yeah.
He started off on Twitch. He said Israel should be quote-unquote glassed, by which he means drop nuclear weapons on them. Which is pretty disgusting. No, I don't think he was literally making a prescriptive public policy statement. He was just angrily saying a really ridiculously evil thing. It's probably right that he got banned, because that's not a cool thing to be able to say. Albeit that
terms of service,
as typical with YouTube and Twitch to a degree, it's not. They're not enforced properly across the board, so there have been people who've said much worse who haven't been banned, but that doesn't mean you can't point to someone who did 10 murders and say, well, I only murdered 2. Like, that's not how that works, but still, yeah. That's what happened there, yeah. So he shouldn't have said it, but, I mean, the idea that Kraut, someone who is genuinely anti-Semitic, do I have to bring it? He literally recreated the...
yeah, let's see. I mean, if it's not too offensive.
No, he created the anti-Semitic meme thing. Where is it? Kraut and Tea, maybe. He recreated that image, but as himself.
Oh God!
Kraut and
fuck's sake.
Tea meme. Where is it? It's got to be. There we go. I'm gonna get that on the screen for everyone.
That's gonna be hard for people to see unless you. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, fuck's sake.
That's Kraut and Tea literally recreating the anti-Semitic sneaky Jew meme thing, which is pretty disgusting. Anyway, so the idea that person's going to be like, you're terribly anti-Semitic, don't you know, Kraut boy? Yeah, it's a bit ridiculous, but there we go. Which is not to downplay at all what he did actually say about Israel, because that was fucked up too. But, you know,
they're both fucked up.
Those in glassed houses shouldn't throw stones. See what I did? Glassed houses, because that's what... That's a clever wordplay on a terrible thing.
Yes.
If that's the best you can do at pointing out, like, how I misrepresent information, like me having a heated gaming moment that I immediately walk back but I don't substantiate with any policy beliefs afterwards, then I think I'm doing pretty okay with my channel. Because I've said a lot of hyperbolic shit, but I think when it comes to making serious arguments, I'm very responsible. I'm very grateful that you detailed it like that. Because this is exactly the shit that we used to do. Okay. That is exactly the shit that people like Saga
anti-Semite, neo-Nazi.
No,
shut up and finally, for once, let someone finish a poem.
Finally, let's let you talk.
We used to do this the entire time. We made really nasty fucking statements under the pretense of it being edgy jokes.
Okay, what would I have to do to prove I'm not an anti-Semite?
My God, you're trying to distract again.
No, what would I have to do?
I told you, we used to do this.
Distracted by bringing out the gun show. That isn't a gun show.
Yep.
Wait, what would I have to do?
Scrump is a great example. He used to say, "Oh, black people commit more crime," and then he made a really edgy statement on it. Did you mute me again?
No, I didn't.
Well, I'm trying to explain it. I'm just explaining this to you, and you're trying to interrupt me. So I can't answer my point.
Question.
I mean, it is what you do. But
what can I do to prove I'm not an anti-Semite?
You just described what you do.
Wait,
wasn't he one of the irritable bowel syndrome people?
Oh, the back when they used to do blood sports.
Yeah, internet blood sport.
Yeah.
Folk. Yeah.
Just describe.
What was that? Sorry.
No. I just hadn't heard that name.
Oh, okay.
Yourself.
What can I do?
Make these hyperbolics. You just described yourself. God. You make these hyperbolic statements, and then you just walk back on them and jokes. And that's exactly what we used to do.
You realize
make
the difference.
These nasty
the difference
fucking
is
statements.
The difference
and then
is
just walk back on it and say,
I have to mute you now.
just
So the difference is sometimes I make hyperbolic statements and walk them back. The difference is that I'm not lying. That's the critical difference. He's still talking. So I just want to ask, last question. It's the question of the day. What would I have to do to prove to you that I'm not an anti-Semite? Go.
Why do you constantly have to mute people? Why?
Because
when they talk.
I'm asking
Can't you let people finish?
Right.
I mean, you didn't answer the question that I asked before.
He's off again.
One last time.
Can't you see how you're doing the same bullshit that we used to do?
One last time.
Hyperbolic statements, walkbacks, the excuse of it just being an edgy joke.
I answered that. I don't know if you were listening. You probably weren't because you were talking over me, but I did answer that.
You didn't answer it.
I did.
You didn't answer it. You just brought up another question.
The real reason, and the reason you're probably frustrated.
You're not an anti-Semite. Am I?
So wait, I just want to know, what would I have to do? What would I have to do?
Don't say anything that can be construed as such.
So wait, what can I do now?
Isn't that the lesson to be learned out of the community that I was part
So what
of?
could I do now to indicate I'm not an anti-Semite?
My God, I just answered the question and you repeat yourself.
No, you said no. What you said was don't ever do anything.
No, I said don't say things that can be construed as anti-Semitic. Don't, in the name of being some sort of edgy jokester.
That's not an answer. Wait, what if you've already done that though?
then you have to live with it.
Then you're so your answer is there's nothing.
Then you have to justify it.
Hold on, wait.
This is so bad.
This is atrocious, isn't it?
What is going
so
on
this
here?
is your whole issue. You are a very vindictive person. I don't think you're interested in bringing
that
people
is true.
over. As you've indicated multiple ways in this convo, you don't have.
That is very true. He is a very, very vindictive person.
Yeah. Holds grudges for a long time.
Some might say a petty little bitch.
Like an internal logic for moving people over ideologically. You don't care about people being moved over ideologically, and you're super fucking mad at the idea of me believing other people can change. I honestly think you just want to simmer in perpetual resentment and be super fucking mad forever, okay? But look, my dude, you're still trying to talk over me even though you're muted. Just look, okay? If you ever have a specific criticism, then I'm happy to hear it, but this is ridiculous. Okay, I'm unmuting you.
Saying that they make these claims even.
We're good. Do you have any final memes you want to throw out? Like, you're not even engaging with the conversation, but I think I've got you pretty much penned, you know?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to you burning down left-wing YouTube with your bullshit.
Wait, how will I burn it down?
Because your content is inherently toxic.
Yeah. But wait, like what? You gotta give me an example. You just gave me a quote from 2 years ago.
Oh my God, didn't we just talk about this for like the last 30 minutes?
No, you didn't provide a single example of a thing I actually believe that you disagree with.
Inherently toxic. You just continued the anti-SJW style of making.
I love you, buddy. I appreciate you coming on, even though you said yesterday that you wouldn't. You can talk again with me in the future anytime you want, because I actually really enjoy your content. I don't know where the divide is right now. This is like the Sean problem. He's a lunatic on Twitter, but his videos are so good. So yeah.
I think we're done here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck did I watch then? I have to go back and look.
Oh, no, that's Carl and Joey. That's not a thing. Oh, that's Ted Cruz. Hello. Hello, Theodore. It's not at all what I meant to do. Sorry. Yes.
I gotta tell people when that comes up. You can't just spring that on them.
I fucking can. I absolutely can. Actually, thinking about it, that could be Vaush.
Oh, God.
Could be.
I did not say that, for the record.
Kristi did not say that.
Hour.
She definitely thought it, though.
After you said it. No, the conversation I watched was them, maybe they'd spoken earlier then, because they had a long conversation about like Christendom versus the idea of sort of like a pan-Islamic people and immigration into Europe.
Oh, no, I don't know what the fuck you watched. I don't know what the fuck you watched, but that wasn't the same conversation at all.
No. I think he was way more sober than what I watched.
Yeah. So, Kristi watched 2 hours of a debate that we weren't going to watch.
Oh my God, it's like being back at uni.
Yeah.
I did the wrong homework.
I could go back on Twitch now, couldn't I? How do I do that?
Can you unraid?
Yeah, that's well. I'll have a look.
Oh, great. We're all going to learn again now, Ken. Hey, can you just talk to the audience since you're just going to be staring at the screen? I'm going to go get water.
Blackstone Audio presents.
What? No.
Blackstone Audio presents. Kristi, what the fuck?
What
have you got going on there? What's?
Oh, it's
What's this about?
History books.
See, she goes to Germany for a couple of years and she's planning to invade Poland already. Fucking
I think it's because
hell.
I listened to the book about Stalingrad. God, that was fucking grim.
What, you
Anyway.
think it's grim just because the Nazis lost?
No, the whole thing was grim on both sides, start to finish, with the dictators running shit. Anyway, I'm gonna BRB.
And I'm now back on Twitch.
Anyway, I'm gonna BRB.
And I'm now back on Twitch.
Anyway, I'm gonna BRB.
Yes, I'm back. There we go. So, hello Twitch. How are we? Are we well? Yes. So, I suppose I should do my plugs or whatever. Go and check out the fuck's sake, the Clips channel. I put out a Clips video yesterday. Sorry I wasn't around yesterday. Family stuff intervened. But I got a Clips video out on the Clips channel, and I put out a new cringe compilation, a MAGA cringe compilation on my main channel. So, there's I got plenty of content out there for you. So, you know, that's worth a subscribe in anyone's book, surely. Yes. Go and check out, get rid of it. Get rid of what? I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway. I've changed the screen now. Sorry. Yeah. It was only on there for a couple of seconds. It'd be alright, I reckon. Or was it? It'd be alright, I reckon. Yeah, that's fine. Anyway, so yeah, go and check out the Clips channel. Go and check out, go and subscribe to my main channel here if you're on the YouTubes. Go and check out my Twitch, if you can go and give that a follow. Cost you fuck all. You can also subscribe, which will cost you money, unless you've got an Amazon Prime, in which case you can subscribe to my Twitch channel for fuck all and redistribute Jeff Bezos' billions. We'll have him penniless in moments. Go and do that. There's the streamlabs.com/KFLogan1875 if you want to get a super chat in and get a gritty on the screen and all of that jazz. There's all my social medias. Twitter, Facebook. There's a Happy Hour Facebook group. There's Kristi's channel link below. Go and subscribe to them all. Otherwise, I will cut you to pieces with my mind. See? Telekinesis.
That's what I come back to.
Anyway, so yeah, I won't actually do any violence. I don't do violence. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
In D&D, I do like fantasy.
In D&D, I do.
Swings. Yeah, in D&D.
There we go.
Minecraft.
Everyone, go and follow Mechanithrall's lead there. They're now following me on the Twitches. You can set trends with that. Something.
You're an amazing promotional.
I am a fucking god at this. No wonder I have 1 million subs. Anyway, although to be fair, I don't think it's just my lack of promotional talent that has led me down that path. Anyway, Marjorie Taylor-Greene, the notorious MTG. Sorry, not notorious. The noxious
Yes.
MTG. She's a newly minted congressperson, representative for one of the districts of Georgia. I don't know which one. I don't give a fuck.
She represents QAnon.
She represents the great state of QAnon.
It's a state of mind, Kevin.
Unfortunately so. Yes. And as you can see, QAnon candidate reached the back door of Congress and all of that shit. So yeah, she believes in the QAnon conspiracy theory thing. We're going to take you through some bits and bobs from her.
Because she's gotten some attention lately. Oh, she's drawn attention to herself, and that has then brought on more media scrutiny of her background.
Indeed. Where are we? Trump is leading the fight against the deep state. Sorry, where are we? QAnon. A sprawling set of delusional notions centered on the idea that President Trump, now a former President Donald Trump, lol, is leading a fight against the deep state engaged in child sex trafficking, cannibalism and Satan worship. Green, who campaigns with a sort of agro-cheerfulness, which is a great description, has linked Hillary Clinton to pedophilia and human sacrifice and suggested that Barack Obama plotted to kill a Democratic operative with the help of MS-13. She described the 2018 midterms, which featured the victorious candidacies of...
Fucking what?
What?
Barack Obama was going to kill a Democratic operative with MS-13.
Yeah. It's just a potpourri of nonsense.
Yes, it is. Yeah. It is.
She described the 2018 midterms, which featured the victorious candidacies of Representatives Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib as, quote, an Islamic invasion of our government, unquote. Greene has also said that Americans now have, quote, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to take this global cabal of Satan-worshipping pedophiles out, unquote. She's a very interesting person, by which I mean prick. Yeah, on the note of her... with Rashid Tlaib and Ilhan Omar. This was her when she got to Congress. Come on, load. Don't be slow. Load. That's not right.
Yeah, what's going on here?
Yeah, I don't know. Twitter.com. There we go. I don't know why I didn't do it the first time. Anyway. Yeah, this is her. She got to Congress and decided... when she clearly doesn't understand the law in the slightest, that Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib would need to retake their oaths on a Bible?
Nope. No, not true.
They signed it. They swore in on the Koran. Oh, we have the Bible. We're going to talk about swearing in on the oaths, how to swear in on the Bible with them and let them know what our law says, that you can't swear in on the Koran. So.
Yeah, you can. It doesn't even have to actually be a religious book at all.
Do you know about the First Amendment?
She knows the bit that she likes.
Right.
And when it says, like, she'll establish no religion, I think she reads that as shall be Christian forever.
Oh, so that's the problem is what she, like, never really excelled at literacy and homeschooling.
She's a theocratic prick.
Yeah, that was it.
It's the way I would describe it, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah, she's like a Christian supremacist.
Yeah.
We're gonna explain to that. You know, we're gonna explain about how you can't swear in on the Koran, and we're gonna have the Bible and ask them if they would swear in.
Also, is she talking to a giant? Because she's looking up quite sharply.
Maybe she's just very short.
On the Bible, that we really need them. We have the oath. Yeah, we have the oath. Yep.
Or maybe she's talking to a giant.
So I think that's important.
The sad thing is now you're infringing our religion, which you should not.
Oh shit, she is talking to a giant.
Yes.
By saying that we can't.
He is a giant.
Yeah.
But
he's
when they swore in,
and he's also up the stairs from her, which makes it even more intense.
Yeah.
At the time they swore in.
I don't know.
I think at the time they swore in that wasn't passed. Yeah. Because it wouldn't have been passed in a Republican control. Right. Yeah, so it was passed after they...
They just make up any old shit, don't they?
Numbskull. You absolute numbskull.
Swore in. So they're not really official, I don't think.
They are.
So let's go ask them to swear in the Bible. Because like you said, Will, I'm...
It has to be the Holy Bible?
Yeah, it has to be the Bible.
No.
Can we just pause? Even if she wasn't full of shit, which she is, the procedure here would be to go to the leader of the house or maybe the sergeant at arms, and make an inquiry, not confront people with a Bible and make them retake their oath on it.
Yeah, absolute nonsense. Yeah. John Kremboz subscribed again, 3-month streak. Tier 1, thank you very much. And then they say this, subscribe to Kev on Twitch. I agree wholeheartedly. Completely and utterly. Oh no, that was the right one. Subscribe to Kev on Twitch. Shut up, Kev. Anyway.
See, he even tells himself to shut up.
But I have the power to make me shut up. Who keeps sending me this fucking otter clip? Oh, for fuck's sake, we'll play the bastard otter clip then. Someone has sent me this otter clip about 20 fucking times.
Oh, come on, you've been rolled.
I've been otter rolled, right. Someone has sent me this otter clip about 20 bastard times now. So I'm just going to play it, and if you send me one more fucking time, I'm banning you, okay? It's been played.
You've broken them.
Yeah. Because I just thought when do I play this exactly?
Well, apparently no.
Yeah.
Aww. I mean, I don't know if we need the music, but I guess it's kind of nice. Can we maybe do this on 2x?
Oh, it's not that fucking cute then, is it, Kristi? Aww.
Okay, this is... I
dead?
feel we've done the order now.
No, I'm playing the entire thing. Oh, there's a cat. Hang on.
The cat's like, why ain't I getting the love? I need the love.
It's not fucking interested.
No, I don't want it now.
Exactly. I'm not having your second-hand utter nonsense. Oh. There's more cat.
Oh, good. The pan flute guitar combo went away.
Yeah.
Phew.
Look at that little hat. Okay, no, fuck off. Like, you two always say,
You say that with love.
Try and increase fan interaction. That's always good. No, have you seen? They send me fucking utter videos, or rickroll me, or send me fucking pictures of like people with their arse out at a golf course.
Can I just say, Kevin, the energy you put out into the universe will come back to you.
Yeah. Which is why I'm never going to make it in this business. I'm fundamentally not a people person. I'm an utter person.
The bottom line is Sharia law is not compatible with America.
Yep.
That's the bottom line.
That's the bottom line.
Well, neither's biblical law, then.
Women, but you support Sharia law.
What?
I don't know.
Not every person who's Muslim supports Sharia law.
Oh, no.
What?
No.
Yeah.
And on that basis, you'll never guess who her new best friend is.
Oh, I do know, because I have this clip also lined up. Is it a blonde?
Yes.
Yes.
It's when Mecha Karen meets Mecha Karen.
Yeah, it is like you have to worry about not a black hole of white supremacy.
To this place for hope and look to Trump for hope, for being that person.
Thank you, Katie. Thank you so much. That's so nice. Yeah, it was a hard thing we did yesterday, but I wouldn't do anything else. I wouldn't do anything else. And I would love to trade you for some of our white people here that have no appreciation for our country. And I'm grateful, truly grateful.
Thank you.
So I just want to say, we accept that deal. You can absolutely keep her. You can absolutely keep her. No. And we have a strict no returns policy.
Yeah, you tried that with Piers Morgan.
Oh, yeah, but look at that neck. We couldn't say no to the neck.
They are both awful, as you do.
They are fucking trash.
Yeah.
Although
I don't know that
trash.
Katie Hopkins has like stalked a young adult and yelled at him in the street. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not saying that makes her better. I'm just saying she didn't do that.
Yeah. True. Yes. So. Oh God, I've got receipts here, people.
Oh, they go for days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
R-slur incoming. Okay, so if ableism is not your thing, that's absolutely fine. Well, I suppose ableism shouldn't be anyone's thing as such, but if ableism is a particular issue for you, this one's not for you. But this is them explaining. Well, there are a number of problems with this. There's of course the nonsense of the R-slur, but also her understanding of how federal funds get distributed is quite interesting.
I have a feeling her understanding, and doing air quotes that you can't see, of anything is just not reality.
Flawed.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's your wall money right there, everybody. I mean, this is like, it's so stupid simple. It's not even funny. It's stupid simple. But we have retards. I'm sorry. I know that's an offensive word. And I'm not trying to talk down on people with Down syndrome. But that's what
Well, yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are.
That's kind of the point.
Yeah.
These people are so stupid and ignorant. They cannot put something common sense in place, like spending the $14 billion of El Chapo drug money to build our wall.
Why?
It's nonsense.
Also, the wall's going to cost a lot more than that.
Yeah.
See, that's how stupid these people are that we have elected. And why do we have them? They're losers. They couldn't make it in real life if they tried. I'm not lying to you.
Wow.
These people are criminals. There's your wall.
You know, sorry. The American people put them in there. So what are you by implication saying about the American people? And if that's the case, maybe all of us aren't the problem. Maybe you're the problem. Maybe you've got the twisted view of reality.
Indeed.
Ooh.
Marjorie Taylor-Greene, in addition to her horrific rankness in a number of other senses, is also very anti-Semitic and, as we've seen, Islamophobic.
Mm-hmm.
Marjorie Taylor-Greene, a Republican Congress nominee, now unfortunately Congressperson, in Georgia, shared a video in 2018 repeating the anti-Semitic claim that, quote, Zionist supremacists, unquote, are conspiring to flood Europe with migrants in order to replace the white populations there.
What?
Yeah.
I'm trying multiple ways of combining this in like an equation where I get an equal sign and any of that makes sense. Any words in any order.
Yep.
And I'm coming up with nothing.
Green, who received support from President Donald Trump, lol, because he's now gone, so former President Trump, has advanced the conspiracy theory QAnon, obviously, which includes anti-Semitic tropes. According to the Jewish Insider, she wrote in one post that the Rothschild family, not the first time we'll hear about them, and the Jewish financier George Soros, ditto, are included in the plot against Trump. In the 2018 video, which was uncovered by the liberal media watchdog Media Matters for America, in which Green shared on Facebook, repeats the anti-Semitic conspiracy theory called, quote, the Great Replacement, unquote, which alleges that Jews are orchestrating the mass migration of non-white immigrants into predominantly white countries in order to wipe out the population there. It says that supporting the refugees are using, quote, immigrant pawns to commit, quote, the biggest genocide in human history, unquote.
All right, on a positive note from this, can we just thank Media Matters for America and the great work that they do? They are truly like in the spirit of a watchdog. Yeah. And thank you guys.
Yeah,
and gals and envies.
And the noxious MTG is scum. Absolute filth.
Yes.
Indeed. But would that it would finish just there.
Oh, that was the end. That would still be bad enough.
Yeah. She also kind of seems to think that 9/11 was an inside job.
Because of course.
Of course she fucking does. QAnon candidate, now Congressperson, Marjorie Taylor-Greene is a 9/11 conspiracy theorist who claimed that there was no evidence a plane crashed into the Pentagon. She also falsely claimed that Obama is a Muslim. In previous unreported remarks, Green discussed the September 11th attacks and said there was, quote, the so-called plane that crashed into the Pentagon. It's odd there was never any evidence shown for a plane in the Pentagon, unquote, except the engine they discovered that had burnt through and crashed through into the third layer of that building.
Mm-hmm.
But apart from that, no evidence whatsoever.
Yeah.
Apart from all the other evidence. But apart from that, she also falsely said that former President Barack Obama is a Muslim and accused him of having, quote, opened up our borders to an invasion by Muslims, unquote. Thankfully, she has. There's been articles for her removal introduced. I do hope they're successful.
I think, it was Cori Bush who was on Twitter. I have it bookmarked. Mark Pocan, the representative for Madison, who which was the area I used to live, was retweeting her about the expulsion bill, I think, saying we should vote for it. Yeah.
Indeed. Marjorie Taylor-Greene indicated support for executing prominent Democrats in 2018-2019 before running for Congress.
Yes.
Yeah.
More from Facebook. By the way, I think in our last show we talked about that ridiculous, just because I liked things or shared them on Facebook doesn't mean that they're my views. Even when I like something doesn't mean I like it.
Yeah, that's not how words work.
Yeah, I mean, on Twitter, you have one way of responding to something, like without writing something or retweeting it. You either like it or you don't. Liking can mean a lot of things. Even retweeting can mean a lot of things, but not on Facebook.
Yeah,
you've got options.
Thank you to Tony Blakewhite for subscribing. 6 months, we're 2/3 of the way to a stream, baby. What are you going to call it?
You and you're going to have a whole horde of stream babies.
I am. Well, in less than the next few months, I managed to annoy everyone, which I'm severely tempted to do. No, I'm only joking. So thank you. You can go and do that if you want to as well over on twitch.com/KFLogan. Twitch.tv/KFLogan. 1875. Anyway.
1875.
Yes. Green, who represents Georgia's 14th congressional district, frequently posted far-right extremist and debunked conspiracy theories on her page, including the baseless QAnon conspiracy theory, which casts Trump, blah, blah, blah. In one post from January 2019, so not a million years ago, Green liked a comment that said, quote, "A bullet in the head would be quicker," unquote, to remove House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, of which more upcoming shortly. In other posts, Green liked comments about executing FBI agents who, in her eyes, were part of the deep state working against Trump. And there's literally a screenshot of those individual things in question. Although, frankly, I don't know why you would blur out those people. They also liked it, so whatevs. Yeah, on the point of the Pelosi execution. So this one might get her actually in trouble, because this was only from a couple of months ago. I don't know if you've seen this little clippy clip. This is her speaking at a rally.
Yes, I have that bookmarked, but we'll watch it now, obviously.
She's a traitor to our country. She's guilty of treason. That's right. She took an oath to protect American citizens and uphold our laws. And she gives aid and comfort to our enemies who illegally invade our land. That's what treason is. Exactly. And by our law, representatives and senators can be kicked out and no longer serve in our government.
Now note the next two sentences, one after the other.
Okay, she's wrong again. By the
she
way,
is wrong,
everybody.
yeah.
Just.
But the next two sentences, what side by side, I think constitute a death threat.
Okay.
And it's a crime punishable by death, is what treason is. Nancy Pelosi is guilty of treason, and we want her out of our government.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's held her seat of power for 32 years. She's 78 years old. She is dying in Congress. We are fed up with these corrupt politicians that hang on to their power just to make themselves rich.
So, calling for the execution of the sitting Speaker of the House.
Well, I know what committee I'd put her on, but in case you have something queued up, I don't want to step on your toes.
Oh, no, I don't, but we might as well talk about it, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hang on. I do have something queued up.
Sure.
On that note. Yes, she's rather a fan of claiming that school shootings weren't real.
Oh, yes. Is this David Hogg?
It's not just David Hogg, unfortunately.
Okay. Of course not.
Where are we? Marjorie Taylor-Greene. Facebook in 2018. Parkland shooting was a false flag planned event.
Yep. 9/11 was an inside job. She's with all the false flags. She's like an Alex Jones devotee.
Yeah. In a separate 2018 post, Green also claimed, "I am told Nancy Pelosi tells Hillary Clinton several times a month that, quote, we need another school shooting, unquote, in order to persuade the public to want strict gun control."
Oh, God.
Yeah, including, obviously, like I say, the she claimed that the shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, was actually a false flag event.
Piece of shit.
Which is
atrocious.
Interesting. It's an interesting thing. It's disgusting and incorrect, but there we go.
Yeah, you know, she's definitely has already crossed the line into. If you called her the C word in America, I think people like, yeah. I mean, I get that.
She claimed that Sandy Hook was staged. Yep. Where are we? In the comment section, someone responded, "True, they are fused by the bond of mutual criminal treason." Someone later responded, 9/11 was done by our government. None of these school shootings was real or done by the ones who were supposedly arrested for them. They are just the image of the shooting. And that Sandy Hook was staged sick shooting. Or stagged.
It was a stagged.
Stagged, yeah. Amongst other conspiracy theories. So, yeah, that's... But it doesn't even stop there.
This is why people sometimes go, is democracy really, is this the best we can do?
Indeed.
God, it's got its flaws.
Yeah. So you'd think, considering she thinks that school shootings are faked and stuff, I guess what would be a really inappropriate subcommittee to put her on?
Gosh, something that was important to the future of our country. You know, something with a lot of vulnerable people who might be influenced by, or, who she could try to harm with her outlandish and racist and Islamophobic views.
Yeah, she's been put on the education committee.
Yep. Cunts on the education committee.
She's literally been put on the education committee. She's been fucking put on the education committee. So.
Kevin McCarthy.
Yeah.
He thought this was a good choice.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's been too busy washing Trump's balls. So. But in terms of fake shooting stuff, it gets even worse, because the worst mass shooting in American history.
Oh, yes. Yes.
In Las Vegas.
Of course. I did see this.
Yep. This is her. There's nothing behind those eyes, is there?
Hey, friends. I've got a question for you. How do you get avid gun owners and people that support the Second Amendment to give up their guns and go along with anti-gun legislation? How do you do that? Maybe you accomplish that by performing a mass shooting into a crowd that is very likely to be conservative, very likely to vote Republican, very likely to be Trump supporters, very likely to be pro-Second Amendment, and very likely to own guns. You make them scared, you make them victims, and you change their mindset, and then possibly you can pass anti-gun legislation. Is that what happened in Las Vegas?
No.
Is that why the country music festival was targeted? Because those would be the people, would be the ones that we would relate to?
No.
Are they trying to terrorize our mindset and change our minds on the Second Amendment? Is that what's going on here?
No.
I have a lot of questions about that. I don't believe Stephen Paddock was a lone wolf. I don't believe that he pulled this off all by himself. And I know most of you don't either. So I am really wondering if there's a bigger motive there. And
can I get a fuck you, Marjorie Taylor-Greene, in chat from everyone, please?
Definitely.
I think that's
Please
definitely
do one for me, someone.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing that needs to happen.
Does it have to do with the Second Amendment? Because what's the best way to control the people? You have to take away their guns. So that's just my question today. This is Marjorie Greene with American Truth Seekers.
Hey, Kevin. I'll give you a multiple choice, true or false, or I guess multiple choice. When there are shootings, mass shootings in the United States, do gun sales go up or do they go down?
Ooh, it's a toss of a coin, that, isn't it? I'm going to say, well, presumably people would realise that guns are a terrible, terrible, awful thing and want to remove them from American society. So I think they go down.
Well, you would be wrong.
Yeah.
Which you obviously know.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
And also, true or false, whenever there's a mass shooting in the United States, Congress and the White House respond with swiftness to bring in new restrictions or other things to keep people safe.
Yeah. Well, interestingly, Trump did pass anti-gun legislation. He banned the bump stocks, didn't he? So
for a little while, and then he undid it.
Well, yeah, but for all of your, all of the nonsense.
Yep, the NRA's gonna, they're coming for my guns. They're coming for my guns.
Now I've got some more stuff on her in the bookmarks, but this is the last of the kind of main bits.
Mm-hmm.
Jewish space lasers.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah. What's it good?
I was wondering why that was in my feed this morning.
Well, it was. I don't know if it still is. Oh no, it's not. Hang on, I'll see if it's.
I saw Jake Tapper responding to something.
Yeah, it is. Look there. It's.
Yeah.
It's fucking trending, number whatever 10 or something in the UK.
In the UK.
Hashtag Jewish space lasers. So that's what the world knows of you now, America. Well done. Anyway.
Very on brand with the QAnon people.
Indubitably. So, basically, it's in November 2018. So again, not a million years ago. This show had been going nearly a year when she posted this. Marjorie Taylor-Greene put a weird fucking thing out on Facebook. And rather than read this article, we'll read her exact words. Here it is.
Oh, great.
Do you want to read this one for us?
I'll tap out when I can't anymore.
Okay.
All right. As there are now over 70 people confirmed dead and over 1,000 missing, the fires in California are a horrific tragedy. I'm praying for all involved. I'm posting this in speculation, read bullshit, because there are too many coincidences to ignore, and just putting it out there for some research. I've done, stemming from my curiosity over PG&E stocks, which tanked all week and then rallied Thursday night after. Do you not know what a fucking period is?
Yeah.
Rallied Thursday night after California officials announced they would not let PG&E fail.
There we go. There's one.
Yep. Yes, finally, after like 3 almost full lines. I find it very interesting, read bullshitting, that Roger Kimmel on the board of directors of PG&E is also vice chairman of Rothschild Inc., international investment banking firm.
There we go.
Ding, ding.
Rothschild. For those who don't know, Rothschild, they are a real family. The Rothschilds are a real family. Many of them are very rich. That is certainly true. And they are of Jewish extraction, although many of them are not religious. In fact, many of them have actually moved away from Jewishness at all. But they are one of the centres, along with George Soros. You can tell, like a newbie to the game mentions Soros, someone who's deeply entrenched in the learned elders of Zion type, like real deep down the rabbit hole anti-Semitism goes Rothschild. Because the Rothschilds are supposedly like the bank that runs everything. They're actually not that big a bank. They're really not, compared to like HSBC and Lloyd's TSB here in Britain, and you've got Bank of America and stuff like that in America.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, you've got about 1 million banks in China that are bigger than the Rothschilds now as well, and several in India. So they're really not that big a deal, but they're like the secret Illuminati crazy bank because they're Jewish. So basically, it's when they say Rothschild, just imagine the echo marks around it, because that's basically what they're saying. They're saying, scary big Jews, be scared of the Jews. It's anti-Semitic dog whistle bullshit.
Yes. I also find it interesting the long history of financial contributions that PG&E has made to Jerry Brown over the years. Who? Are we back in the 20th century? Jerry Brown? And millions spent in lobbying, like every other business in America.
Yeah, I was about to say, name me a company that hasn't done that.
Yeah. They've got like I'm sure special departments that handle all that.
Yeah.
What a coincidence it must be that Governor Brown signed a bill in September 2018. Oh, I guess he was governor before that. I forgot about Jerry Brown. He was anyway, protecting PG&E and allowing PG&E to pass off its cost of fire responsibility to its customers in rate hikes and through bonds. It also must just be a coincidence that the fires are burning in the same projected areas that the $77 billion high-speed rail oh God.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so it's like what, Nero in Rome or something, rebuilding it after, but actually, engineering it.
Yeah. But don't get me started. He wasn't even in the city. He wasn't fiddling.
But he did use it as a.
People are going to think I'm a Nero. Oh, well, actually, I can't say the word anymore. I was about to say people are going to think I'm a Nero S gimp, but I can't say that because I'm back on Twitch now. So people are going to think I'm a Nero stan. And that is not true. I'm just historically accurate.
Which also happens to be Governor Brown's pet project. And what are the odds that Feinstein's husband, oh great, no.
Another Jewish name.
Yep, Richard Blum.
Another Jewish name.
To the rail project. Geez, with that much money, we could build 3 U.S. southern border walls.
Yeah, it'd be triply as fucking worthless.
The horse is dead. Stop beating it. Oh, I guess this was 2018. But even then, the Democrats had won, and the Republicans never built the damn wall. They never gave them the money. The Republicans
That's not
didn't
true.
give
They
them the
built
money.
14 miles.
Yes,
which
he
over
had control.
Over a 2,000-mile border, Kristi, is meaningless.
Then oddly, there are all these people who have said they saw what looked like lasers or blue beams of light causing the fires, and pictures and videos. I don't know anything about that.
Well, clearly you don't. But it's not as if like fire can literally fuck with lines of vision, both in terms of optically and in terms of recording on phones and stuff. No, that clearly can't be the case. No, clearly it must be actual laser beams from space.
Right. I mean, again, I don't live in California. I kind of get this news, on the side of political news. But I understood that some of the California fires, and I don't know what year it was in, was started because of high winds and then electrical light lines going down, which would cause sparking and potentially, arcs of light. But that doesn't mean it's lasers.
No, clearly it must be lasers. What else can it be?
All right. Well, she's going to explain how it's going to be lasers.
Good.
I don't know anything about that, but I do find it really curious PG&E's partnership with Solarin on space solar generators starting in 2009. They announced the launch into space in March 2018 and maybe even put them up before that. The space solar generators.
Oh yeah, you know all those secret space launches that no one would notice. Okay.
The space solar generators collect the sun's plural, not possessive, energy, and then beam it back to Earth, to a transmitter. To a transmitter? They don't just arc it out of the sky? What transmitter is it? A transmitter to convert it to electricity. The idea is clean energy to replace coal and oil. If they are beaming the sun's plural energy back to Earth, and I'm sure they wouldn't ever miss a transmitter receiving station, right? I mean, mistakes have never been made when anything new is invented. What would that look like anyway? A laser beam or light beams coming down to Earth, I guess?
Oh, fucking kill me. Oh,
could that start a fire? I don't know. I hope not. That wouldn't look so good for PG&E, Rothschilds Inc., Solarin, or Jerry Brown, who sure does seem fond of PG&E, like I've repeated about a half a dozen times so far. Good thing for Solarin that Michael Peavy is on their board, since he is a former president. He is former president of California Public Utilities Commission, California's most powerful energy regulatory agency. Great connections right there.
Yeah, there's a lot of incestuous political bullshit going on. Yeah. Considering you're a Trump fan, I don't think you're in a position to complain, though. But
All right, take me over the line.
Also, I will say, whoever was able to buy that PG&E stock at the bottom, you notice her voice has dropped quite significantly.
She's whispering now.
At the bottom, before that announcement was made, when stocks rallied, sure did well on their investment. I wonder how you got privy to that kind of info. You must have to know someone, right? Seems like there's a lot of connected people in this crowd, and with these space solar generators, I really hope they were a very good aim beaming the sun's power back down to Earth. And what do I know? I just read a lot.
Most ironic statement ever, unknowingly.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Oh. She is a really dangerous person who has no business being in the halls of power.
No.
At all.
None.
No. Yes. Yeah. Well, thank you to Bilderberg, who gifted a sub to Don Zone on Twitch. You can go and give me money on Twitch as well if you want to. You probably shouldn't. You should spend it on something worthwhile. But if you wanted to piss your money away, that's an option. Self-promotion.
Yeah, you're doing great, Kev.
I am. Anyway, yeah. So bookmarks.
Bookmarks.
Yeah, we've got more from. Oh Jesus Christ, that's loud. Dark Don's. Oh my God, Dark Don's only has gifted 5 subs to those people.
Wow.
Thank you very much. That's genuinely very generous. Thank you for wasting your money on Kevin Logan Incorporated.
Are you incorporated?
No.
If you're a corporation, you're a people twice.
I am a people twice. No, I'm just twice as fat as I should be. Not quite. That's sadder. Anyway, we ended up with Puppy and Kitten together, which is still cute.
Still lovely.
Still beautiful.
Yeah.
Do you know it isn't quite so beautiful? This prick.
Oh,
but finally, he is now facing 28 years in jail.
Oh.
Yeah. And as they have basically all the evidence they could possibly require, because he was literally stood there in front of cameras screaming like a twat.
A bunch of people have him on camera.
Yeah, he's going to prison for potentially decades.
All right. Don't move it yet. I just want to stay here. I don't want the world to come rushing in just yet.
Although you'll see later, he's getting really desperate as well, because he makes a specific plea later on. We'll get to it. Anyway.
All right, just 28 years.
Just a sneaky little 28. He might get out in time to receive a pension. Who knows?
To have been a fly on the wall when he heard the total sum of years that he was facing.
Probably didn't feel quite as powerful as he did that day, did he? Probably not.
When he sat behind the Senate and did his prayer circle.
Yeah, fucked around, and he's going to find out.
Yes.
If you look really closely, I'm told there's a cat in this picture, but I just see a banister.
Yeah, I mean, it's perfect camouflage.
Yeah. Yeah, the cancel culture president. I like the Karen mock-up. That's quite nice. Yeah. And so that's all the things well, not all the things, just a snippet of the people and organisations this motherfucker cancelled. So,
I was astounded. People were complaining, or not complaining, but it was being raised. I think it was a New York Times editorial was like, hey, you're doing a lot of executive orders. Or no, some Republican said, oh, he's doing so many executive orders. This is unprecedented or whatever. And I looked it up, and in 8 years, Obama issued like 280 some executive orders. And in 4 years, Trump ordered like 240. So I was like, sit down.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Oh, pardon me. I just did a burp.
Right into the mic.
I did. Oh, cope. You've got Lady Gaga. We've got Lady Marga.
I am happy with that. I'm. Can you click on the picture of the woman in the forehead there? Because I want to know what that is.
Oh, that's Lin-Manuel Miranda. That's quite nice.
Sorry, that I was not expecting it. I thought he was going to say something else. But I'll take that trade. I am so down with that trade.
Yeah. So that's the two Karens. That's just a very sleek cat. Look how sleek that cat is.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Doesn't even like move the wind or the air when it moves.
Oh, turfs. They're just, it's brain worms all the way down. Fuck's sake. This is Posey Parker, real name Kelly J. Keane Minchell. Yeah, she's awful.
Okay. Had a bit of an idea about some of the things that you can do. And men, for once, I'm talking to you. I'm talking about you dads who maybe carry, I think that's what you say. I'm so down with the American lingo. Maybe you carry, maybe you don't. Maybe you consider yourself a protector of women. Maybe you're that sort of man. Maybe you have a daughter or a mother or a wife. Maybe you have a sister. Maybe you just have some friends. Maybe you just think women are human and you don't need any absolute connection with them to feel compelled to protect us.
So men who carry guns, okay.
I mean, I'm tuned out because, like, garbage.
I think you should start using women's toilets, men. Had a bit of an idea about some of the...
She thinks men with guns should start going into women's toilets. Now, there are a number of issues here. Firstly, that shows that you don't care about men using women's toilets, which was your whole point, apparently. Secondly, You want men who statistically are far, 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 far more likely to actually hurt women, both physically, psychologically, sexually, domestically, to go into women's toilets to protect you from trans people who don't.
Yeah.
Is that the smoothest brain take you've ever heard?
So my microphone sits on this IKEA wooden shelf drawer thing that I have, and as I was listening and she got to the end, I had this immense urge to knock my forehead against the top of it, but I can't because there's not enough wood. Like, my microphone is too close. Otherwise, you would have. I still want to do it. I still want to just thump my head against this wood because that's the most brain melting thing we've heard tonight. And we've listened to Marjorie Taylor. No, who's worse? Oh my God, they're so equally bad. Oh, they're just oh shit.
It's difficult to know, isn't it? I don't know. Yeah.
Like, who's shit? Yes. Yeah. They both are.
Indeed. Yeah. Who's worse? Yes.
Yes.
Sophia comes back. Sophia, thank you, Sophia. Posey Parker is a Nazi. I'm not being hyperbolic. She's literally a fucking Nazi. Okay. I mean, I don't know that about her, but I'm prepared to take you on your word on that because she seems like it.
Are we finished with this, or is there more?
No, we're done on this particular bit.
Okay, then, in which case, Haruka in the chat did something. I send something through, and I screened it. It's in your notifications right now.
On Twitter?
One on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And this was just, it was released, I guess, this morning in the U.S. So.
What we got here? CNN's Don Lemon rips Marjorie Taylor-Greene over newly uncovered black men vile garbage. Ooh, okay. Do we have? Oh, hang on. Yep. Fuck's sake! Accept all. Yes, I don't even care. I don't care about your cookies. Anyway, let's have a look at this. Is this the openly black Don Lemon?
Yeah. The more we listen, watch that video of him and Chris. Yeah, Chris Cuomo.
Yeah.
They're so funny. They're so funny.
Yeah, that's, by the way, that's from like a thing where the news article said he was openly black when I think they meant to say openly gay.
Yeah.
But even so.
Yeah, but him doing that take was so funny.
Yeah, I like the idea that there are some closeted black men who are like, people don't know I'm black, and so it's cool, you know.
So shocking that I want you to hear them, and I want you to think about the fact that Marjorie Taylor-Greene is now a United States Congresswoman. Okay, so pay close attention to your screen. We don't know the exact dates, but we believe that they were recorded over the past few years before she was elected to Congress in November. So listen to her false, racist claims about black men and gangs.
Okay, so going on. You know what keeps, and I'm going to cover this too, but the generations of black and Hispanic men, do you want to know what holds them down? Gangs. Being in gangs and dealing drugs is what holds them down. The lack of education is what holds them down. That's not a white person thing, but
actually the education thing definitely is.
Both of those things come from the undealt with issue of slavery and economic compensation, and then systemic racism that keeps them in a cycle of poverty and underinvestment in their schools, and also discrimination in job hirings.
Yeah.
How is that not a white people thing?
The linking of house prices to education is one of the most obvious pieces of discriminatory bullshit I've ever seen. I don't know how that's even legal, but okay. I mean, whatever. But that's definitely a white people thing, because the reason that black people live in those poor areas is because redlining used to be legal, and even though it's not now, it still happens.
Yeah. There's the echoes of it still linger. Yeah.
Gangs control them. They tell the young men in their communities, don't go to school. Don't you move out of this project. Don't you move out of this community. You join this gang.
Oh, that's the reason they're not moving, because they could easily just move out of the project. It's really simple to get out of poverty.
Yeah,
but it's the gangs holding them back. Yeah.
No.
But no one really wants to be in that position. It's that you don't have the option not to.
Yeah, maybe the economic deprivation and the lack of job opportunities and people still need to have fucking money results in inevitable criminality in order for people to make money in the black market in order to feed their families.
This
and
is literally
try to
just
get ahead of it.
Yeah. This is literally a
mob did it.
Yeah. This is literally just a dumber version of the stop being poor.
Yeah.
But like just choose not to be poor anymore. I did it with
Right.
$1 million loan from my dad.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And that's where you belong. You belong with us. The gangs are holding them back. It's not white people. It's crazy.
Marjorie.
Jesus Christ.
Marjorie.
Who said Jesus
White
Christ?
people
Was that
aren't
you?
in gangs.
Yeah, no, I said Jesus Christ, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought one of his anchors. I was like, who the hell is on the hot mic? Okay, it's just you.
No, it's
All
just
right.
mine.
Okay.
No, actually, that was an incredible impression of a despairing Brummie by the openly black Don Lemon. He's excellent
He's a
ventriloquist, yeah.
Yeah. He's
Through his voice.
Multi-talented.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah.
White people aren't in gangs? Okay, I want you to tell that to the police officers and lawmakers menaced by rioters, including Proud Boys and Oath Keepers at the Capitol.
Yep.
What would you call them?
Just Broomer protesters.
Mm.
That's all.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Peaceful protesters, concerned citizens.
Did you see the newly released footage from it of a woman being trampled?
No.
Awful. I
Missed
would
that.
not advise going to watch it. This is what I do here on this channel, people. I watch shit you don't want to.
But
and you,
but
so
Kevin,
that you don't have to.
women and children first.
Yes, and blue lives definitely matter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Huh? Okay. Think about that. And there's more. More vile garbage from a woman who, and I remind you again, is now a U.S. Congresswoman. Here it is.
On the Education Committee.
If you want Islam and Sharia law, you stay over there in the Middle East. You stay there and go to Mecca and do all your thing. And you know what? You can have a whole bunch of wives or goats or sheep or whatever you want. You stay over there. But in America, see, we made it this great, great country. We don't want it messed up.
We sure don't.
I'm sorry.
Can you play that for yourself? It's everything that you said say that about you. We don't want it messed up. So stop messing it up, Marjorie.
You know, America got its wealth from stealing the labor of enslaved people and taking land from other people. And from that, built wealth for the white population.
Yeah, just retweeted that in case anyone wants to go and have a look.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's... She should not be there. Simple as that. Yeah.
Nope.
I wonder why people think the Republican Party might be racist. Very strange. Anyway, you know how Trump used to tout the success of his hotels in Washington?
Yes.
And they were basically...
Because he always sent lobbyists there and
Exactly.
foreign dignitaries. Yep.
Yeah. So, but now they don't need to do that because he's not in power anymore. Do you want to have a look at what the lobby of his Washington, D.C. hotel looks like?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking empty. Literally not a soul in sight. Because now foreigners don't have to go there to try and curry favour with the president anymore. Not a person in the entire fucking room. Look at it. That's a big ass room, not one person.
That's great.
And I quite like that.
Love it.
Trump DC, Hotel DC looks like they drained the swamp.
Yes.
Fair.
Nice.
Fair. Yep, the DC police union reveals officer suffered brain damage in the riot. One officer is going to lose his eye. Now, it's the police, so take it with a grain of salt. But I just wanted to raise that on the issue that was from the Blue Lives Matter people who did that.
Yep.
I think they might have been just trying to say Black Lives don't matter.
Mostly. That was it.
Yeah.
Also, if you don't join with us, then we're going to attack you. Yeah, we're going to see you as the enemy as much as them.
Yeah, indeed. Kitten on a foot?
Best pair of snuggle slippers ever.
Yeah.
But then you need 2 kittens, otherwise your feet will be uneven.
And that, I think, is that a cat or a cow?
Moo. Ow.
I don't know.
Moo. Ow. Get it?
Meow.
Meow.
Yeah, I get you. I feel your punnage. Oh, Theodore.
Yeah, we gotta talk about this.
We've got to talk about this first. Jesus. Anyway, there will never be
if you tweet that at him, he will block.
There will never be a Ted Cruz story where I don't show that picture. That is my solemn promise to you. Anyway, we talked about the stonks issue with GameStop. That's still an ongoing, developing thing. We'll wait and see how that goes. Anyway, AOC tweeted out this is unacceptable because of the Robin Hood app, which was the thing that allowed you to buy the stocks easily and all the rest of it. They stopped doing it. Basically, they colluded with a company to try and save themselves money.
They created more problems for themselves.
Yeah, there's a class action.
Class action already. Yeah.
Yeah, they are fucked, and quite rightly so. It's manipulating the market. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, did they consult an attorney? Because if they did, that person, when they made their decision, must have been tearing their hair out or like they're rending their clothing. Because what? So the courts will take care of it. That's why we have courts. That's why we have civil proceedings.
So, that's blah 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 blah. That's bad. AOC's position, unsurprisingly, that's fuckery. Not cool. Ted Cruz pipes up, who is a capitalist, I believe. Fully agree.
Also, helped to foment the insurrection where her life was put in danger.
You didn't need to go there.
Nope. Okay.
Fully agree. I distrust Theodore Cruz, but okay, fine. He agrees with the thing. AOC's not playing that shit, though.
Yeah, he's trolling her.
AOC claps back. I'm happy to work with Republicans on this issue where there's common ground, but you almost had me murdered 3 weeks ago, so you can sit this one out. That is pretty savage.
Yeah.
Happy to work with almost any GOP that aren't trying to get me killed. In the meantime, if you want to help, you can resign. No, and I love this in response. Someone posted this great gritty meme. To fuck around is human. To find out is divine. True.
I had no idea there was such a gritty culture out there until
you
brought it into my life, Kevin.
I brought the gift of gritty into your heart, and once he's there, he never leaves. He just sits there menacingly staring at you while you sleep. It's very, very unsettling. Although that was the R word slur bit.
Aw.
Heart.
So cute.
Oh, and then this one. I didn't see this one in the boom. Lovely stuff. Look at that little face.
Yes.
It's adorable. Anyway.
Such big eyes.
Enough of this. Oh, the Proud Boys are losing their shit because they found out their leader is an FBI rat. Good stuff. Absolutely losing the plot. Good.
Yeah.
This is not. This is still technically a correct statistic, but rather missing the point. President Trump had 0 COVID cases in his first week of presidency. Biden has had over 200,000. That, you can't argue with the numbers, Kristi. That is true.
This is a joke one, right? Like, this is someone poning people. Because this is good. This is good. This is a good po.
I genuinely don't know.
I hope. See, this is why I can't believe in the ultimate dream of socialism.
Yeah, because people like this are too stupid. Yeah.
There's people like this might actually exist. I can't tell anymore.
For anyone not watching or not paying that much attention, just to clarify, COVID didn't exist during President Trump's first week in office.
Nor his first 3 years and a bit.
He is to blame for the 200,000 for whom Biden inherited, because that's he couldn't have personally gone around and injected everyone in the first week. So, Also, vaccines don't tend to work that quickly. Anyway. Oh, this motherfucker. Right, this Cooperman is his name.
Yep.
Not to be compared with Superman, who is the superhero. About the stonks issue, gets involved, and it's a bit grim, the first clip, but there we go.
The reason the market is doing what it's doing is people are sitting at home, getting the checks from the government, okay? And this fair share is a bullshit concept.
Pause. You mean like CEOs? Who get tax cuts and then they get bonuses from having more profits from when their shareholders meet?
Yeah.
Like that? Those kind of checks from the government that they're putting into the stock market? Okay. Just checking.
It's just a way of attacking wealthy people and...
Oh, won't someone think of the wealthy people? For too long, you paws have oppressed the billionaires. Anyway.
Yeah, these people exist. I don't get it.
You know, I think it's inappropriate. We all got to work together and pull together.
We've all got to work together
wait.
and pull together to ensure that I'm a rich man.
Yeah, except when it comes to wealth redistribution.
Yeah.
Then you're all on your own. But now, when I'm losing money, we got to all pull together?
Yeah.
The fuck?
So he then went on to CNBC, and a rather different tone.
I mean, I think it's kind of obvious people can not only see the emotion on your face, but hear it in your voice when you talk about this, Lee. Why?
I care. That's it.
So what, they're talking about Warren's wealth tax? Yeah. Is that what's going on?
It's taking it down. It's taking the country down a bad path, and I'm going to cry. Fuck off. Oh, God almighty. Also, you're not fucking fooling anyone with that comb over, you prick. Who the fuck do you think is convinced by that? Behave yourself. Anyway. Cat in a box and a rumba.
Lovely.
We need a cleanse after that nonsense.
Yeah, we do. Oh, and another cat. What?
Oh, there are two cats watching, yeah. Hey, there you go.
Oh, I missed the... I turned away to look at something in the chat.
Oh, well, you missed. You've got to watch to the end then.
No. I just missed the opener, but I'll watch it fall over again because that was still funny. And also, cats are fine. They're liquid.
Yeah, indeed.
It's just, now he can sleep. He's on his side. Or she.
So Marjorie Taylor-Greene. Since the media wants to find me by old social media posts, then why won't they run the breaking news stories of these old posts of mine? Is it because it doesn't fit the narrative? And then it's like, oh, we should all pull together. People are cool. Yay. Now, I want to put it to you in the context of like a law case here, right?
Mm-hmm.
The defendant stands up and says, you fucking bastards. You judge, you jury, the prosecution, you fucking pricks. All the more throughout my life, the millions of times I've met people and I haven't murdered them. And all you want to focus on is the 15 or 16 times I did murder them. You fucking scum. You make me sick. Why don't you run with that story?
Yeah. See, wanting unity and for the country to come together is the default.
Yeah.
You don't need to cover that because that's what you're supposed to want.
Exactly. Yeah. So the fact that you occasionally say nice things doesn't mitigate your shittery.
Nope.
MTG, you piece of garbage.
Yep.
Who did this? Now, this is a photo opportunity. There are two surprises waiting on the other side of this image for you.
Okay.
Boom.
There's
the slogan and the legs. Yep. I don't know whose legs they are, but that's
and still the sausage.
And still the sausage.
And still the sausage.
Yeah. So that's a thing. Okay, which one's worse? That or that?
That one's worse.
That one's got nipples. Yeah. Look at this
That's
fucking
a tiebreaker for me.
prick. Look at the hair on this prick. Someone says, let any Caucasian ever tell me my dreads are unprofessional. True.
Yes.
Look at this prick. He's the Prime Minister of my country and he doesn't even want to pay me the respect of putting a comb through his fucking hair.
You know
Wanker.
what he looks like? He looks like an extra in a zombies movie.
No, he looks like a prat.
Look, he's got a dead look in his eyes. His hair is just shoveled. He's obviously like a professional who's now a zombie.
Yeah, he's finished. Fuck him off.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is not how this works. Again, the gender critical people are A, not very critical of gender, and B, don't understand anything. They're turfs, you know.
Zero. Yeah.
Nobody is asexual. You're born male or female. That's not what that means.
Yeah, you need to go read about genetics.
That's not what
chromosome combinations.
That's
and
not
variations.
what any of that. That's a sexuality, or I suppose technically a lack thereof. But still, like that's
no.
Those are not connected. Please stop, cis people. Please, I'm begging you. I'm not sure that Matt Gaetz is a real boy.
I've got a good one coming up. And also, what is going on with his jacket?
Yeah, it's all... And I call it the Godless Eye. Go and subscribe to the Godless Eye one. They're very good. The kid whose mum dressed him up in a suit for the school picture day just grew up to be this guy. True. So true. Look at him. He's not real. Is he a robot? No. I don't know.
I think he's a Ken doll.
Well, downstairs, you reckon?
I don't want to know.
I kind of do. Look, if he doesn't have any genitals, I'd quite like to see that. Just to see how the mechanics of that works. Just weird. Anyway. Yeah, so the class action lawsuit against the Robin Hood app. So.
Yep.
There we go.
What are they doing? What are they thinking?
Well, it's all inside. It's all bullshit.
Flailing.
Yeah. Flailing is the word, yeah. Oh, that's Marjorie Taylor on the Las Vegas shooting.
Nick Funes.
Nick Funes still losing his shit. So old Fuentes here says, in response to Donald Trump Jr., I'm certain that there is nothing hilarious about your father's most loyal supporters being persecuted by the federal government. Can't you do anything for these people who would do anything for you?
Nope. No. They're screwing you over like they screwed everyone over.
Yeah, no, your friends are going to prison. Nick, so fuck you. They're still trying, even though it's obviously over.
Oh, my God.
Arizona GOP lawmaker introduces bill to give the legislature power to toss out election results.
No.
That's not how democracy works.
Nope.
Anyway.
God. This is election security reform, Kevin, making sure that the state likes who you voted for.
Yeah.
That makes it secure for them.
Indeed. So you can always trust Tucker Carlson to be the biggest shithead on the block. In reporting the Robin Hood / Stonks affair.
Yeah.
Trading app hides behind identity politics.
Fucking what?
Yeah.
What? How did you smuggle identity politics into the story?
There's no such connection. He just didn't want to actually criticize capitalism in any substantive way. Note, Jimmy Dore. Note. Oh, this is fucking savage. Right, so Lauren Boebert, who's very much in the LTG role, mould even, says about David Hogg. David Hogg says, oh, that's fucked up, don't do that. She says, David, please, we all saw how tough you were when questioned face to face. Give your keyboard a rest, child. Notedly, he's actually an adult now, but whatever.
Yeah.
And then a priest here, Father Robert Balessa.
Sure.
The big difference between you and David Hogg is that when his institution was attacked, he didn't tweet out the location of potential victims.
Mic drop.
Cold.
Walk away. Yeah. Damn. And true, obviously. Yeah. That's why it's so piercing.
Talking of Jimmy Dore. Now, I did go to check this because I did not notice this when watching the Jimmy Dore clip. But it is true, I assure you.
Okay.
Someone else noticed this. If you look at the image here, you'll notice this odd patch. Mm-hmm. That's a blur that's been applied by Jimmy Dore.
Oh,
do you know what it was blurring out?
Yeah, we're going to talk about how great this guy is.
Gun, combat ammo fucking vest thing. So Jimmy Dore knew he was that toxic that he decided to just blur that out.
Whitewash it out
as if that's fine. And there he is with Alex Jones. Yeah, Jimmy, I think you're full of shit, you nasty little fascist fuck.
Damn.
Moving on. Yeah, they literally cannot win without cheating. Republicans have introduced 106 bills across 28 states to restrict voting.
Yep. Yeah.
They're anti-democracy. There's no...
If people vote, they lose. Especially statewide. You know, more and more because of the way the redistricting keeps Congress down. The states aren't like that.
Yeah.
It's key in Wisconsin, for instance. A place like that.
You know what's also key in Wisconsin?
Beer,
cheese,
the Packers, cheese.
Mostly cheese.
A lot of cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, cheese curds, cheddar cheese curds.
That's Marjorie Taylor-Greene again. We already looked at that. Oh yeah, Ilhan Omar just throwing a nice bit of shade. I see begging the loser insurrectionists to help them not lose again in 2022 is the strategy for the GOP is going with.
Yeah, because when Trump came in, they had the Senate and the House. then he lost the House, and then he lost the presidency, and then he helped them lose the Senate.
Yeah.
Why are you sticking with this guy again? Like,
I think they're just trying to stop an absolute all-out civil war split. I think is the strategy.
Well, we talked about how the states, red states, have disproportionate representation in the Senate because of the 2 persons per state thing.
Yeah, 41 million more Americans represented by the 50 Democrats.
Correct. And now I forgot the point I was going to make. Oh, it has to go. Yeah, so with the Senate had been in Republican hands since 2009 with the wind to their back, and Trump lost it.
Yeah.
For them.
Exactly, including sending 2 Democrats back from Georgia for the first time since, like, before the Civil War or some shit. I don't know. Probably not, but, you know, a long, long time. Yeah, and also someone points out, don't ever trust a man in a blue suit and brown shoes. True.
Those shoes.
Very true.
What was he thinking?
Embarrassing.
What kind of trousers do you wear with that? Like, is it the suit? Because it looks
don't
like
wear
it
the
should
brown
be jeans.
shoes. The brown
just
shoes.
Don't wear the brown shoes.
Yeah, just it's not a good idea.
Well, you know, he was going to be doing so much brown nosing that in case it dripped on his shoes. Yeah.
Exactly. You don't wear your good shoes to a brown nosing sesh. Anyway, John in DeKalb County, Georgia. The Confederate monument in Georgia is going to be replaced with a John Lewis Memorial.
That is fabulous.
Georgia's getting a lot cooler lately.
Yeah.
You've got to stop,
It is
man.
the New South.
Britain has fallen behind so badly here, people. Come on now. Jewish space lasers. That shouldn't be a sentence that needs to be said again, but it is.
You and I both have this one.
Yeah. Today I learned that aggressive baby goats have to wear horn noodles to avoid hurting each other.
That one, the one with this darker one with the spots, is really going for it as well. He's like, he's really getting up there.
Yeah, that's true. It's not having any effect, though.
No,
if anything,
not with
that's
the
just going to,
noodles.
psychologically, that's going to affect a young goat. Because it's going to think, what's wrong with me? I'm giving it my all, and it's barely making an impact. Oh, this
See,
is
the
a
other one
nightmare.
doesn't have the height.
Yeah.
He's still, yeah.
Well, it's
Definitely give it to the one on the left.
realised, well, if he's wearing foam horns, they probably put them
What?
on me as well. What's the point in wasting my energy?
Yeah.
I'll wait until the fucking foam horns are off, and then I'm going for the bastard. Devious. As always, the white ones are fucking evil.
Yep.
Don't trust white anything.
Yeah. You're the biggest racist here. White people against white people, Kevin.
That's what I am. That's true. Although, of course, you are disgustingly anti-white, as our friend Dickie pointed
Dickie
out.
Brain.
Dickie Brain. Oh, that's the swearing-in thing. Oh, this is nice. What's considered trashy if you're poor, but classy if you're rich? Manipulating the stock market. True.
Very funny.
Oh, for fuck's sake. So the AOC thing we told you about,
Yeah.
told you about the, you tried to have me murdered, Ted Cruz. One of Ted Cruz's, I think this is right, ass flakes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Representative Chip Roy, which is too American for description, frankly, as a name, is calling AOC to apologise for her comments. She's officially written to Kevin McCarthy, the minority leader. And in the letter it says, apologise immediately, if she doesn't apologise immediately, we will be forced to find alternative means to condemn this regrettable statement.
Bring it, bitch.
Which
what
sounds
are you gonna do?
bit like a threat, because I don't know that legally they can do anything about it.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Nothing. You're gonna sit there. You're gonna do nothing because you're just like a crying little snowflake that you always accused us of being.
Yeah. But they're not for cancel culture, though. Oh, I should get my cock out for that one.
No. Yeah. Here we go. For AOC.
Logan's amazing conservatives of cancel culture. Cocks and penis.
Yep. Cancelling AOC. Outrageous.
Yep.
Why are you trying to silence her?
Yep. Apologize immediately. We were forced to find other names.
Oh yeah, Marjorie Taylor-Greene, turns out, is an absolutely spineless goon. What are they? Students, I think. Hang on, where are I?
It's the one underneath has the link.
Yeah. So, Marjorie Taylor-Greene, a person who calls the unarmed teenagers who stalk with guns cowards, but when teenagers show up in her district with over 100,000 signatures calling for her resignation, she runs and hides. She's just another cowardly DC millionaire politician.
Yeah. Actually, what's funnier to me, like this is a serious point, but if you read the actual tweet that Maxwell Frost sent out today, Florida, the school, showed up to Marjorie Greene's office with a petition that has over 500 signatures demanding that she resign. The office was supposed to be open, but security told us this morning security told us that no one came in this morning. Her staff didn't show up. That's what happened. Like, there's no, I would be really surprised if she would go into the office. Maybe she would. She's, QAnon. But yeah, someone was supposed to be in the office and they never showed up for work.
Fun.
I just found that really funny as a former staffer because we never did that.
So, we'll play a game of guess who sent this tweet out. So that's a picture of AOC looking bad, and then is it Ren or Stimpy from Ren and Stimpy? I don't know. Anyway, one of them.
Ren?
Doesn't matter.
I think it's Ren.
That feeling when Ted Cruz tries to have you murdered. Oh, that's
I'm going to
funny.
guess the quartering.
So you think it's the quarter? Can we get some guesses in chat? If you already know, don't say. But let's have some guesses as to who you think. What choddy piece of fucking trash sent this out? Apparently it's Ren. I'm being told it's Ren. Ren didn't send the tweet out. It was Ren, the cartoon character. We've got a guess of Sargon. Okay, I'll check the
Any other
Twitch.
takers? Oh, Sargon's in the lead.
Sargon. Live cat slippers. I think that's going back to the kitten on a foot thing, isn't it? That's
Yeah, that's not related to anything.
That's not related to this. Okay.
It's in my street. So loud.
Yeah.
Cycle.
Yeah, Sargon, Ben Shapiro, Tim Pool. Someone says Stimpy. That's again. I think that's yeah. So we're getting a lot of that. No, apparently it's supposed leftist Angie Speaks.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Someone actually earlier in the chat did mention Angie Speaks, and I was going to bring it up, and then I forgot because I got distracted. But yeah, so this is the tweet they were probably talking about. Whoever you were, fuck's sake.
She's
honestly
fucking trash. She's basically like doing. We're going about red brown. I don't know where the red is anymore.
Yeah. All right. So all those people who don't like me because I criticize AOC, I stood up for her, and I have the tweet in my bookmarks, which got a lot of likes and retweets to prove it. So I am I'm better than some people on the left on that issue.
But look, she locked her account because she got a lot of blowback. Oh. Did you get some pushback because you did some fascisms? Oh.
Like, AOC is the darling of that wing of the party of the movement, I should say, of that movement. Yeah, you're gonna get blowback. What? Fucking hell.
Yeah, absolute trash. Oh yeah, here we are. The QAnon shaman is now saying he's willing to testify in Trump's impeachment trial.
Bring it, yes, yes. Oh my God! Yeah, did he offer before they told him how long he was going to have to be in
I don't
prison?
know. It must have been around the same time because they're both from today. So who knows?
Oh my God! Can you imagine? I mean, I don't know if this is going to happen in Trump season 5, but imagine the guy who went into the Senate president's chair and led that prayer thing where he committed all the felonies, filmed in multiple, bite cameras, is then come forth and gives testimony against Trump in the same place. Not in the chair, obviously, but in the same chambers.
Well, that would be, and it's not just that, but it's so... I don't know why they wouldn't do that, because he's already thrown them under the bus. Where's their incentive not to do that to him?
Oh, I mean, and also it would drive the Republicans up the fucking wall. It would be the best trolling ever.
Although, you know what that would prove? They would definitely Antifa all the time.
Yes. Oh, do you have Rudy Giuliani? Are you coming up to Rudy?
No. You'll have to show me. You'll have to show me the roadster.
Let's just sit again. Let's just sit in this. I'm turning on him like a dime.
Look at these. Look at the mummy cat and the baby cats.
That's so sweet together. Oh, he's got little dream kicks. He's riding a little bicycle.
No. And then we've got Hedgehog CCTV.
They should just stream this live on a random access channel.
They've got on YouTube. There's a thing called Kitten Academy where they will just show you kittens, just a live stream of kittens for hours and hours. But anyway, that's Hedgehog CCTV. Look at that little cat, Kristi.
It's so
Look at that fucking cat. Look at it.
It's going to grow up to be such a little fierce monster.
It's so cute. It makes me angry.
Don't think that's the emotion it's supposed to elicit.
It's not, but I'm a bad person. No, I'm only joking. That's just very, very cute. And then we've got a little kitten triangle. That's nice.
Now, you see, if they would have done geometry with kittens, I think I would have been more engaged.
I would, definitely. And they look like my little Rory cats, but there's 3 of them.
And their names, too. Klee, Diona, and Kiki.
With Q's.
Yeah.
No, I have to say, why are there no U's after those Q's? What's going on there?
It's very fashionable.
Outrageous. Anyway, I'm done.
Yeah. Oh, I was not prepared. Okay.
That's fine.
But
No,
I
you
can be prepared pretty quick here.
Yeah, you prepare yourself for the
Alright.
things and stuff.
Okay. Yep. Sure. Oh my gosh! For some reason, I can share my Hugh Phillips sync with you, which would be very weird. Okay. Don't know why you guys would want to look at that, but I guess it just does. Whatever. All right. So this is where we're starting, and also thank you, Sean House, for tagging us into this. I noticed it, even if Kevin didn't, and also Miss Snarky.
Yeah.
She's a very cute puppy.
A bowl of pupper.
All right, there's Katie Hopkins. We already covered her. Right. Apparently, this was reported out of CNN. First Lady Jill Biden is expected to take an active role in immigrant family reunions.
Communism!
Yeah, I think that they initially had a plan to announce dealing with that. Like, there are still 600 separated families. But then it got pushed back a couple days. They probably just thought we're not going to grow unless we're ready. I mean, that would be my guess. I don't know anything. But yeah, so what's this? Oh, right. Yes. This is important for when we get to the Rudy stuff later on. But the self-styled militia members in the 3 states began planning in November for recruits' weapons ahead of the Capitol breach. The U.S. the state alleges. They probably know, I'm guessing. I think they probably have some evidence. Otherwise, they wouldn't say that. Yeah, you want to talk about this?
Government withdraws sexist stay-at-home advert.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know this one. Is this a story that slipped by me? Apologies.
It happened yesterday. Yeah, so there it is.
Oh, well, I was kind of busy yesterday, to be fair.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, like 2 women cleaning, a woman taking care of some kids, a woman taking care of another kid, to a woman with her kid, and like.
But that's the only thing that women are good for.
All right, so the government has withdrawn. Yeah, I mean, it is very unconscious projection.
Yeah.
The government has withdrawn a social media advert urging people to stay home, save lives after it was criticized for stereotyping women. You think? The image showed women homeschooling children and doing domestic chores, while the only man featured was depicted relaxing on a sofa.
Right, correctly, yes.
The infographic was withdrawn after going viral on social media and facing criticisms, rightly so, of being sexist.
Yeah. Not just that, but I love the fact that they keep wasting my tax money. That's always good. I mean, it's not the biggest issue here. It's the fact that they're obviously really sexist, but also, just the government are so shit. Boris Johnson's balls.
The government said the ad did, quote, not reflect, unquote, its, quote, view on women.
Yeah,
unquote.
It does. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah,
it perfectly
why would you
reflects its
approve
view
it?
on women.
Yes. Otherwise, why would it have approved it? All right, so, oh my God, they violated their own standards. The Advertising Standards Authority stipulates that campaigns must not include gender stereotypes that are likely to cause harm or serious or widespread offense. Yeah. Who made this? That's what I want to know. Like, was this some advertising firm, or was this an inside? Did people's taxpayer money go to this?
Oh yeah, and absolutely it will be. Yeah, undoubtedly it'll be a private company who they were outsourced to. So just another one of their rich friends was given some money to create a thing, and they created a sexist thing. Although at least it does have a brown family in it, so I mean, at least they accept that it's not just white people.
Well, what I was thinking is like some rich gammon gave his grandson the job, and he works for PragerU.
Probably, yeah. It looks very PragerU. Would you be surprised to find it was the same company?
Not at all.
Yeah.
Absolutely not at all. All right, yeah, I've talked about this a lot, that Biden would do this, and he is. He's dropping Trump's anti-abortion global gag rule. And that means that, reproductive services are now not defunded and canceled by the U.S. government. All right, Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, this is quite nice. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll pop it there. Okay, here we go.
What I'm concerned about is the Republican leadership in the House of Representatives, who is willing to overlook, ignore those statements, assigning her to the Education Committee when she has mocked the killing of little children at Sandy Hook Elementary School, when she has mocked the killing of teenagers in high school at the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. What could they be thinking, or is thinking too generous a word for what they might be doing? Absolutely appalling. And I think that the focus has to be on the Republican leadership of this House of Representatives for the disregard they have for the death of those children. They not only are they not interested in gun safety and gun violence prevention by passing legislation for background checks legislation, which is overwhelmingly supported in a bipartisan way in the country, but to have someone who would mock, call it a fake, if those fake events onto the is just beyond. It's just beyond any understanding of any regard that the House Republicans would have for the House of Representatives, for the Congress of the United States, and for the heartbreak of the families in Sandy Hook and at Marjorie Stoneman High School. It really, Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School, it's really beyond the pale. You're just going to have to ask them why they thought that raised itself to the level of something appropriate to do in the Congress of the United States.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just
yeah. Yeah. All right, this. Which I don't know that Brett Favre is great, but it's kind of good that Sinclair canceled Eric Bowling's show. He used to be on Fox.
Yeah. Good.
So
no, Brett.
Yeah.
Well, Brett Favre, regardless of any sporting intent, his politics are pretty rank.
Yeah. So, oh, right. I was going to look at this. That's why I put it in there. All right. Oh, yeah. David Hogg. You want to read this one out?
For the record, if some out of their mind person like Marjorie Taylor-Greene or anyone shoots and kills me, I want you to immediately politicise my death and use it to pass all the GVP measures or gun violence protection measures or prevention measures you can. Mm-hmm. Don't let them say you are politicising my death and it's wrong. That's BS. True. Same here.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm less likely, but just in case.
Yeah.
I want the receipts out there.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, the fact that he has to, at his age, tweet that.
Yeah.
You know.
That's insane. Yeah.
Oh, are we gonna have a kitty cam here for a second? We could use a.
Oh no! I've let him out now. I forgot.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. Oh yeah, this happened. A right-wing extremist arrested with 5 pipe bombs after threatening to attack California Governor Gavin Newsom.
Fuck's
sake. And
sake.
Twitter and Facebook headquarters.
Jesus Christ! It's I mean the right wing in America are just terrorists now. I mean,
yeah.
When you've got like fucking people in the Congress even talking about executing people.
Yep. Oh, okay. You have to read Gimli, and I'll be Legolas. Okay. Because this is pretty funny. All right, there you go.
Is that just because I'm a hairy man?
Go ahead.
Never thought I'd be tanking Higgs run side by side with a Redditor.
Daddy Musk is gonna take us all to Mars.
What the fuck? Yeah,
that kind of explains it.
Yeah, bomb pot.
Yeah. That's kind of what it was like with the like.
They are Scottish in that movie, aren't they? I seem to recall.
He is, I think. Yeah,
okay.
The dwarves are. Yeah. They all have regional accents to kind of link up with their backgrounds, shall we say. This is just cool.
Oh, yeah.
This absolutely incredible 3rd century CE Roman shield is the only known surviving example from the ancient world. It was discovered in 1930, flattened and broken into 13 pieces during excavations of a Roman counter mine at Dura Europos in Syria, and it's now on display at Yale University. So that's sort of like a drawing of it. But
badass, yeah.
Yeah, and that's the real thing.
Oh, awesome.
And then, even cooler, they did a reconstruction because part of it in the middle is missing. So that's what they think it probably looked like.
Yeah.
When it was new.
And that shiny bit with the knob on the end would have been used to bash, specifically because that's obviously like a focal point. So you would literally thrust your thing out, and the metal plate would hit them backwards and out. Also,
I was just
Nazis.
thinking with your bump. That's what you do with your metal bump, right? You bash.
I do. But anyway, look at the Nazi symbols. Nazis.
What?
There's a swastikas on the four corners.
Oh, I hadn't even noticed that.
Yeah.
I was looking at the artwork.
But they are reversed, so it's like
yeah.
old school religion-y bullshit.
Yep. So that's just like history is cool.
Yeah.
For me. All right.
Yep.
There's the. Did we look at the actual? There's the case. They filed it.
Rudy, you little beast.
So you just,
do you want me to read it?
Okay. I'll do this one if you don't.
Okay.
Yeah. I can. During a court hearing contesting the results of the 2020 election in Pennsylvania, Rudy Giuliani admitted that the Trump campaign, quote, doesn't plead fraud, unquote, and that, quote, this is not a fraud case, unquote. Although he was unwilling to make false election fraud claims about Dominion and its voting machines in a court of law because he knew those allegations are false, he and his allies manufactured and disseminated the big lie. And I just want to say, I love that they're calling it that.
Yeah.
I mean, it harkens, its history kind of like links it up very, I think, perfectly, which foreseeably went viral and deceived millions of people into believing that Dominion had stolen their votes and fixed the election. Giuliani reportedly demanded $20,000 per day for that big lie. But he also cashed in by hosting a podcast where he exploited election falsehoods to market gold coins, supplements, cigars, and protection from, quote, cyber thieves, unquote. Even after the United States Capitol had been stormed by rioters who had been deceived by Giuliani and his allies, Giuliani shirked responsibility for the consequences of his words and repeated the big lie again. This defamation action follows. Oh, I want to read that. I want to read that complaint. Yeah. Oh, that's going to be good. I'm going to watch Leonard French do it.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, yeah, there's just the coverage of it. There's MTJ, the MAGA terrorist goon. They're the goats. We're going to scroll up now. Oh, you didn't see this, did you?
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, the bit from...
okay. Yeah, don't say it. Okay. People haven't. All I have to say is this made my day.
Okay.
Baratunde, I'd like to begin with you. And
actually, you know what? I think I have a better version further up, so we're going to wait. Oh, yeah, sad news. Cicely Tyson has passed away. Died
96, though.
96. Yeah, remarkable career, as they write. Again, white terrorist. Oh, all right, Nancy Pelosi. We saw that one. Yeah. Pandemic is destroying
96. She'd have been born just after the First World War.
You're doing math?
Fuck's sake, that's so long ago.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on. Yeah.
Yeah, we need some sort of like restructuring of the tax system now, yesterday. This is bullshit. This is your pastor. You and I had quite a lot of the same ones. Right, we already have that one. I also had this one, the one about the kids in front of our office. Oh, this is good. I'll let you read this one.
The thing I envy most about President Biden is that he got to tell Trump to shut the fuck up on national TV, then took his job, his house, and his Twitter account. Nice. That is true.
Yep. So this is 2:30, so it's too long, but I'll retweet it now in case people want to have a look at it on my feed. This is just I think we had some art last time.
Capoeira?
No. He mixes. Oh, I didn't mean to do that because it would be too small for your screen. We're just gonna. Damn it, you. Well, music isn't all that. I don't know if it's copyrighted, so we'll see.
I don't care if it's copyrighted. Okay. I'm not getting paid. Yeah, capoeira. There it is.
Yeah, with voguing.
Yeah. No, I just meant like because there's like a Brazilian
you were right.
dance fighting.
Yep.
It looks cool as fuck. I don't understand how it works, but there we go.
Yeah. And then he speaks in, I assume, Portuguese because he's Brazilian, and then it's just captions, so you guys can watch that on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look at this! Some people are trying to do some cleanup. Major Trump Forum scrubs its archives of thousands of pre-riot posts. Don't destroy evidence.
Yep, and I also, we told you, didn't know, that the Donald had become the Patriots.win. So even the Donald.win, the Donald, has turned its back on Donald.
Mm-hmm. Right, there was this discussion of, real women don't need assault rifles to deal with the world around them. And just the assault rifles, like, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous for civilians to have those.
Trump won. Fuck off.
Yeah, but there's a hardcore base of support is basically the essence of that. Space lasers we got. Oh, this is how it was kind of funny, or at least a good point. It's weird. Turns out Sleepy Joe is a hardworking president running a functional and fast-paced White House, even if he inherited a hot steaming pile of nothing. The impressive advanced preparation of the Biden team is showcased now as an administration to be reckoned with.
Yeah, it's just nice to have a functioning government.
Yeah, imagine that. It just you don't have to check Twitter every day to see what disaster happened.
Yeah. And have you noticed, at no point has any journalist had to say, the sentence in a spree of 2 a.m. Swear-filled, abuse-laden tweets. No one, they happened that to. It's fine.
Yep. Yeah, it's not over. West Virginia man arrested near the U.S. Capitol with a gun stopped the sealed papers in his car. He told police he had concerns over the integrity of the election.
Well, that's
parked in the middle of the intersection near the Capitol building.
Well, you dopey shit. But that's fine. You can have as many questions and concerns as you like. What you can't do is, fuck around with guns near the Capitol building.
Yeah, exactly. Lincoln Project is trolling Boebert.
Yep.
This I know you didn't see because I saw all your videos, and this is kind of, I guess, hot off the presses. So this is basically we don't have to listen to it, but she had a constituent meeting, and one of them said that journalists should get the electric chair for their liberal bias.
Fuck's sake. Presumably, she did the righteous thing and said that's clearly unconstitutional and a rather evil thing to say. I would ask you to leave, please. No? Or did she just go, yeah?
Do you want to watch?
Why not? I want to see what her reaction is to that, because that's fucking disgusting.
Liberal bias media accountable for their incessant lies and slander? That's a good question. What is this? Let me see.
The chair.
Oh. Okay, this is his words, not mine. I suggest the electric chair. Well, that's for the media. That's how the people feel. Let's talk about those lies.
Oh, so that's fine then.
What we've seen, we saw it really.
Yeah, she's just gonna shrug that off. That's her. Piece of shit.
Fucking hell. These people don't belong in polite society, let alone in power.
Mm-hmm.
Office, in office. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Just want to raise the issue of prison abuse, because more was discovered, or at least reported, and being investigated in New Jersey. So.
And the depressing thing is that will be a drop in the ocean compared to the overall number of abuses that take place that we just don't ever hear about.
Yeah, that are just a part of
the
life.
prison system is just disgusting.
Yeah. This is good. Godless Iowan.
Person, woman, man, camera team. He can't, even though he's a loser, he still can't. He just loves attention, doesn't he?
Yep. Yes, he does. All right. This is good. You want to read this one out?
Ukraine launches criminal investigation into co-conspiracies of Donald Trump, Rudy Giuliani, Senator Ron Johnson, Chuck Grassley for 2020 election interference. Good, because they clearly did. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. He finally got his Ukraine investigation.
Just against himself.
All right. Oh, yes. Nothing says white man quite like, I've been here for an hour and now I know everything.
Yeah. Also, he's not a real boy. Look at him.
Yeah.
He's just
He just looks, the forehead. It's covering up his lizard forehead.
Yeah.
It's just so like that. Right. Also, planning here. The pipe bombs found near the Capitol are believed to have been placed the night before the riots.
Yeah, we know. With the CCTV stills were released, weren't they?
Yep. So let's hear what Rudy has to say.
I can't take him seriously without hair dye running down his face.
He went on Steve Bannon's show.
Well, they both should be in prison.
Oh, I agree completely. So let's hear what two should-be convicts as opposed to would-be convicts, which would be nicer. But anyway, yep.
The defense is going to have to show that this thing was planned and that...
but we've shown his plan just by looking at the headlines.
Yeah.
And your headline, he's going to turn tail and testify against Trump. That it was planned, or at least, encouraged. It was understood. Okay.
A lot of the people involved in the planning, Antifa, and then even some right-wing groups were enemies of his.
Yeah. A couple of right-wing groups joined Antifa.
But it was Antifa.
Antifa, yeah.
Well, you should, again, as pointed out, every time they do this, surely you should be thanking Antifa then, because they were trying to stop the wrongful election of Joe Biden because he was stealing the election. So Antifa were just defending the Constitution.
Yeah, explain that one.
Dickheads.
Okay. Yeah.
And that they were doing it in order to hurt him, including some right-wing groups that operate for the Lincoln Project. have been working with the Lincoln Project.
Oh, I think that's slander again, isn't it?
And watch, let it play out.
Various times. You have a couple of wolves and sheep.
Hold it. Hang on. Whoa. What do you say working for the Lincoln Project, right-wing groups like who?
One of the people who organized this is well known for having worked with the Lincoln Project in the past. And also.
Do you want to reveal a name there?
What?
Do you want to reveal a name at all there, Rudy? Because you said one person. So.
Yes.
Yeah, you should probably reveal that person's name because that's an important piece of the police investigation, if that's true.
Correct. You would think, right? So.
Rudy, we can't
say that he helped to bring. Let me finish, Steve.
Okay.
So
Go ahead.
One of the people involved brought in right-wing groups that opposed Trump, and he brought them in specifically because he wanted to blow this thing up. He had the same motivation. He had the same motivation the Antifa people had. So it isn't as if all these right-wing groups were all pro-Trump. And the biggest problems, violent problems, were caused by Antifa. That's where the shooting took place.
What?
Yeah. They think the woman who was a hardcore QAnon person was actually Antifa. All those people. Yeah. I've seen someone else try to. Wasn't it Tiffany Trump or one of the Trump ladies?
Yeah, Tiffany Trump said, she was Antifa. Her body was barely cold. Yeah, they will throw you under the bus in a heartbeat.
So there's still a little bit more entertainment to come.
Okay.
So hold on.
That's it. That was surrounded by all Antifa people. So how can he be held responsible for a whole thing that's planned days before he's going to speak, that has a mixture of people that hate him and people that support him?
No. Oh no! What happened to my? Oh, okay.
He's not.
So who's the guy?
How can he possibly
Who's the guy working with the Lincoln Project?
He's a. I don't know if I can reveal his name.
Because you don't know any name. You couldn't think of anyone on the top of your head, you fucking lying shitbag. The fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. Actually, just keep watching. Oh, come on, Twitter. Is that my internet?
Fucking shit German
What's going on?
internet, man. Fuck's sake.
Come on, get to the good part. Oh, you piece of crap.
We have that from anonymous sources. But he worked in the past. He worked in the past for Romney.
Okay, hang on for a second. Okay, but I mean, hey, this is why we're getting blown up all the time. You can't throw a charge out there like that and then say, I got a double secret probation guy who I can't mention. He worked for Romney, worked for the Lincoln Project. Anyway, we'll drill down this more.
Someone's covering their ass.
Very much so. Yep, you've lost Steve Bannon, Rudy. You've lost criminal Steve Bannon.
Those are people and organisations who can sue you because they obviously weren't involved in that. Like, I hate Mitt Romney. I'm not a massive fan of the Lincoln Project, or at least the people behind it. But you can't just make accusations like that.
No.
Because I hate Rudy Giuliani. At no point would I go, do you know Rudy Giuliani was involved in the child sex rings? Because I have no information to that extent, so I would never make that accusation, because that would be fucked up.
Right. But Rudy lives on a different planet now.
Yeah.
So, okay, more MTG. She's just talking about the planning session, whatever. Oh, this again, America, it's not post-racial. After a black man was denied a spot in a whites-only cemetery in Louisiana, the graveyard has apologized.
Has it changed its policy?
Yep. It said it has since amended a provision that says only white people could be buried there.
As if that was ever legal. Well, legal certainly post civil rights, you know.
Yeah, well, who was going to enforce it, right? Who's going to challenge it?
Yeah.
You know, and we're going to win in court or whatever. So, all right, yeah. One of Trump's impeachment trial attorneys, South Carolina Supreme Court found, used racial stereotypes to kick black citizens off a jury. He told the trial judge he struck one potential juror because they, quote, shucked and jived.
Oh, my God.
Quote. Yeah. And he was the prosecution at the time, I believe.
Post-racial.
Post-racial. Yeah, Obama fixed everything, right? People on the right. Yes. South Carolina doesn't name him, but he's the prosecutor in question. Yeah. Prosecutor. The prosecutor. Fuck's sake. Oh, right. This was the thing from Mark Pocan. And yeah, a maskless Marjorie Taylor-Greene and her staff berated me in a hallway. She targeted me and others on social media. I'm moving my office away from hers for my team's safety. I've called for the expulsion of members who incited the insurrection from day one. Bring House Resolution 25 to a vote. Yep. And yeah, they should.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. The FBI is now offering $100,000 for information leading to the arrest of anyone involved in placing pipe bombs at the party headquarters in D.C. before the Capitol attacks. Yeah. So they're turning up the heat on that.
Well, it's Antifa. You just heard. Rudy Giuliani told us. Just go and arrest Dave Antifa.
It out.
And he'll know. He knows all of the Antifas.
All right. This reboot sucks.
Yeah. But again, is Jim Jordan a baby? Jim Jordan a fucking toddler? What's going on there? Yeah.
Even the hairline is the same.
Yeah.
Look at it. Okay. Oh, that's not where I wanted to go.
Jim Jordan does need TP for his bunghole. That is true.
Yes, he does. Yep, American fascism not going away. Okay, some palate cleansers.
Quacker! Sorry.
Just a cute, happy face. Yes, cute, happy face. Cute baby animals. Yeah, baby animals and sweaters.
Nice.
Little baby goat. Oh yeah, this dog that let a kitten nurse.
Oh.
In Nigeria.
No. Oh, it's a mummy dogs.
Yeah, and a baby kitty. She's like pretty cool about it.
And presumably they're close enough animals that works?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably a lot of the same protein. I mean, we're all connected genetically.
Well,
so
okay, I'm not going to suggest we do this because this would be animal abuse on some level. But could a kitten or a puppy survive on human milk?
I don't know.
There must be a scientific answer. Yeah, someone would know.
Ask our chat, they'll figure it out.
We need to go to a tit doctor. They would know.
See, a cat just deciding to attack.
Just a little string, yeah.
Jumping up on it, falling back down again. Just doing the cat thing. Yeah. Also very cute. Oh, yeah, this cat is looking at snow.
Absolutely bewildered. Oh.
Yep. No clue. No clue at all what's going on. All right. Oh, here's a cat looking at snow on Animal Crossings.
Oh, you delightful boobs. What are you doing? cats don't know what the fuck's happening ever, do they?
Oh, that's so funny. Okay, let's see. Oh, right. This we'll see. Beto O'Rourke said earlier this week he'll consider challenging Governor Greg Abbott in 2022. He said that thing about AR-15s.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's ever...
Yeah, that's killed him in Texas, really, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never.
So... Oh, hey, you remember this guy who had the gym who was defying all the lockdowns?
I do remember him, yes.
Oh, look, he's been charged in the Capitol riots.
Oh, well, I am surprised. He seemed like such a well-balanced, thoughtful young gent.
Yes, well, good understanding of the Constitution. Let's see. Oh, some federal judge went off on the suspects from the riot, calling their actions an assault on democracy, which is good.
Yep.
Yes, thank you, Judge. All right, yes, this was tweeted out earlier by Ina, but also she's retweeting Kristi, who's retweeting things from James Lindsay. So Ina's mostly just sort of like, it's a signal boost. But Kristi says, I'll let you be James. I'll be Kristi because I love Kristi. I'd love to be Kristi. Look, he didn't say progressive Jews caused anti-Semitism. He said anti-Semitism was because of progressive Jews. I really wish everyone would steelman him already because he's definitely not saying what he has repeatedly said in writing just now.
Oh, well, this is going to be fun then. Anti-Semitism is on the rise again, truly. Wokeness contains left-wing anti-Semitism. Normal right-wing anti-Semitism is flared up because of conditions in identity politics. Extra right-wing anti-Semitism is arising because lots of progressive Jews are nonsensically woke.
Yeah.
Jews do not cause anti-Semitism. Okay, fine, they don't, but the dynamic above is still happening. So you're saying they do? What?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah.
So AD writes, this is an incredible take. I'm sure the people who stormed the Capitol with shirts saying Camp Auschwitz and 6 million Jews wasn't enough were motivated by the supposed premise that, quote, Jews are nonsensically woke.
Lol, they were. Oh, you're fucking scum, Lindsay. Fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
Just fuck off.
Yep. I'll retweet that.
Yeah.
Because it's good. Okay.
Oh, I fucking hate people.
So this is for anyone who's ever had to do writing, like harsh writing advice. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you have to get the fuck off Twitter and actually finish your book. Oh, wait, it's me. I need to hear this.
Yeah, basically.
Good stuff. Right, this is just like, here's a thing that happened in the world.
Whoa.
Whatever it did.
Man leaves $2 million to French village that hid his... Euros, sorry. Yeah, pounds aren't worth anything anymore. Man leaves the actually worthwhile value of 2 million euros to French village that hid his family from Nazis. Oh, badass.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that?
That's nice.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. Right. So this was me earlier today. I don't know what time it was. I'd have to open the tweet and I can't be bothered. Republicans will shrug off the murder of a Capitol cop who tried to protect them and, the other one was a typo, side with the insurrectionists, but they will also try to police the free speech of an elected woman of color for telling traitor Ted Cruz to sit down on Twitter. Republicans are racist terrorists.
Yeah, true. Do you want to hook me into that?
Ooh, got 15. Okay, I'll just retweet it again.
And just retweet it again.
If you check your feed. I don't know what you're going to do. You always check your feed after the show anyway, so it's fine.
I often check it during the show. Because
yes,
I'm a mad person. Oh, look at the baby.
Yeah. Look at how big that cat is.
That's a big fucking cat. Yeah. But he's still a baby.
Beefy.
Yeah.
Beefy. Yes. Still
no, Stevie.
Oh, that's it. That's the end.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well.
So that's me done. Now
awesome.
I get to unshare.
And we go back to the picture.
I'm hungry. I forgot to eat dinner, I think.
Yeah, indeed. So what have you got coming up on your channel, Kristi?
Yeah, I got my Sunday show, and I should really pick a topic by Friday so I could promote it, like the closest in time that we do a show to my Sunday show, but that would require organization, and my life is already so organized that sometimes I get a thrill letting things slip.
True.
That's my excuse for procrastination.
Okay, Oh, that's the thing you hooked me into. Sorry, I'm checking my Twitter. Yeah. So this show, I think we can safely say, was an interesting technological challenge at the beginning. A bit funny, then tragic, then a bit funny and tragic.
Well, at some point it must have gotten sleepy because I heard you yawning.
I'm bored by myself. is the thing, Kristi.
I'm skeptical.
You are. Well, that's just generally true, isn't it? You are skeptical. You're a skeptical person.
That is true. I am a sort of not an intense skeptic, but I am skeptical. Yeah. So what have you got coming up, Kevin?
Nothing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I've got nothing planned over the weekend. I'll probably be putting together a part 3 because of the cringe compilation for inauguration because they're still going. Oh, and I've just noticed I've got 420 followers on Twitch.
Nice.
Blaze it. Yeah. But nothing until Monday, I don't think.
Oh, okay. Good.
Although I might end up doing something at the weekend just because I'm in the mood, but I don't know. Maybe not.
But nothing regularly scheduled till Monday.
Yeah, nothing regularly scheduled until Monday. Yeah. So on Twitch, I'm going to kick you over to Bad Bunny. She's pretty good. Yes, and I'll say thank you all for listening and watching. Go and check out the links below. And I'm not pretending to blaze it. It's just an internet meme. Jesus, calm yourselves. Anyway, go and check out my links and go and check out Kristi's links, but mainly my links, but also Kristi's links. Now I'm going to go and check out all of the links. Subscribe to all of the things. And I'll see you, if not beforehand, then on Monday and maybe with Kristi. It's up to her.
Yeah.
And yeah, goodbye from me and goodbye from Kristi. So goodbye, Kristi.